Obviously, these guys have been dealing with it for a lot longer than he has, and he will, entrust the deed to Naz. Naz's character. Although he may not like it, he understands that this is something out there, and shouldn't, make decisions about something he has clearly no clue about just yet. Yeah.
Okay. So, Aaron, how do you respond to this in character?
Where is Amorvia, by the way?
I had all this shit planned for like more discussion. This is way easier.
Where's Amorvia for this?
Oh, I assume you're there.
Okay. He like shakes
Somewhere
his head.
off to the side.
He like shakes his head and like goes, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Welcome to the world of
Nice. Thank you for adding.
Did I miss the battle?
I don't know, it looked like you picked a shroom off the ground and you ate it, and then you were out of your gourd for a little bit, so we left you to your own devices.
I also had this thing. He like taps the headband that he's now wearing and goes,
A headband.
Headband.
Is there something special about said headband, or you just wearing new clothing?
It's enchanted, obviously. Like, fucking
doing the taps, forehead beam.
secret big brain. Big brain. No, I bought it. It's supposed to make you smile. I've been a little concerned, and then the whole mushroom thing. I apologize.
Well, talk to
You bought that recently?
Jorah about recreational mushroom consumption.
I will not be consuming any more mushrooms off the ground, and I recently yes,
Who did you buy it from? Everyone's dead.
No, it was before us, before we came here, wherever we are.
When did you eat the mushroom?
I'm gonna I don't know nothing about no mush. I had some stew. I thought this mushroom looked like something I knew.
I was mistaken.
So I guess for grabbing random mushrooms near Jorah's kid. I guess.
God damn it.
No.
Not even around. I can't.
Okay.
I forget
You figure out your thoughts. We are going to continue this line of...
Right. Oh, right. The original thing. What are we talking about?
Whether the hostages we've gotten from the last battle should be mercy killed.
Or are they catatonic or something? Are they gonna die already? Can they talk? Can we interrogate them?
No.
Oh, what do we need them for? Wait.
No.
Without sounding callous.
It's not a matter of need. It's a matter of
morals.
No.
It won't be any YouTube.
Just.
I vaguely
I can't remember your character's last name.
He doesn't have one.
Andreth.
Oh.
Andreth, okay. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't totally clear.
That's my Andreth,
yeah. I kept calling him Cosma, not realizing it was his first name. I thought it was his last name, and then it occurred to me after the session that I was doing that incorrectly.
I like to call him Captain Cosmos.
You're the bestest of friends.
Anyways, Naz, what are you saying?
No, I guess I turned to Andreth and asked him to get his men to, I don't know, herd the mindless husks into some miscellaneous building somewhere out of sight of
What?
everyone else.
Why do we not just kill them? If they're brain dead?
Imoivia, please.
Okay, so
Please, or we might accidentally herd you in there with them.
So, if you do not mind my interjection, mercy killing, I have experience with, if you all remember. It is not necessarily a pleasant thing for the one doing it. So, I mean, we should be a little more careful, a little less callous. If I assume you would all agree.
I vaguely recall from yesterday some about them tearing themselves apart. I think it would be.
No, I thought Cassandra, or the character's name is, would be like not present at this meeting. Could be with Jawa. Speaking of Jawa.
Kishar.
Okay.
Kishar is not
Yeah.
here. That wasn't Kishar. That was the Drow scout. Oh.
Yeah, that was the Frenchman, the pure, the
Val-
full my hero.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the character.
Monsieur Valjean.
Yeah.
Easy's Monsieur Valjean. I have the horrible
tanky
French
version.
accent, which has actually gotten much better over the months I have had this character.
It's almost like practice makes it better.
Yeah, it's a very good actor.
Oh, so thank you, sir. So, you pull Monsieur Valjean aside?
Do you?
Is that who you meant?
Who?
Andreth? Is that who you meant to pull aside?
No, I didn't mean to pull anyone aside. I
Oh,
was
okay.
just nodding to Aaron, and then I was basically going over back to the lieutenants where we had a meeting, and then asked them to, I think it was Lieutenant, the people, yeah, there's a people. It was Lieutenant Howard to get these details securing the civilians, basically lead them to a house and then start assembling to move on to the next town.
Certainly, sir, right away. Come on, man. And he takes a group of people and they start pushing and pulling and carrying all these civilians. Most of the wounded as well, who are being treated. Priority is after your own men are treated, obviously, but they're being treated and they're in much the same way. All the wounded from the battle on the enemy side are like this.
Wait, how many? I thought you said there were only 10 of them.
10 wounded that they were able to capture, and of that 10, some were wounded. But then, the rest of the battle, about 2/3 of the enemies that were in those units that were destroyed were wounded, gravely, mortally, minorly.
So there's a lot more than 10 that are alive.
Yes.
How many are alive?
2/3 of the total oob. So the oob.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Fuck, mate.
This is this
So-
isn't like a small group of people. It's like, okay, heard the sheep
Let me check
into
here.
this
So 10
mass
sections.
grave.
10 sections total. 25 each. 250. 2/3 of 250 is shit. I'm bad at math. Close to 80. So 160.
Whoa, someone else going psycho mode.
Yeah, around 165.
Sorry, I'm
Around
touching my mic.
165.
I'm touching my mic, sorry.
No, my God, you're so much louder. I can actually hear what you're saying.
Damn,
Yeah.
son. I like it.
What, me?
Yes.
Times the same.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. It's
That-
my
yes.
shitty mic. It's my shitty mic. I'll fucking fix it.
Whatever
Sorry,
you're doing
just
right
do that.
now is good. Don't touch it.
Okay, no touching anymore.
Brody, are you on your phone or something? You sound different too.
Hang on, let me double check. It might be trying to bring in the fucking audio from my, what's the word I'm looking for? My,
Yeah, sound you're
webcam.
a foot or two back.
Well, okay, so I thought that there weren't that many alive.
How's that? Is that better?
Oh, that's way better.
Slick. I was wondering what was causing that. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah, about 160 total, 10 of which are I'm gonna say actually 170. About 6 of which are not wounded at all. Everyone else is in varying degrees of wounded, dismembered. Some of them are gonna die no matter what. They're all gonna die no matter what, but some quicker than others.
What? Yeah, they're. Okay.
Real quick, Nez.
So
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Just out of character, just to recover. We captured like 160 some people that are all gonna fucking kill themselves in like a week.
No. We are killing them because they will literally tear themselves apart.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Don't-
So this is different than the 10 we captured.
No. These are the 10 are the wounded. The 150 others are like just other prisoners. That was the misunderstanding.
No, 150
No, it's the other
like
way around.
other people who are wounded when those sections that they were fighting in were destroyed, because like they're not gonna fight to the death, all of them.
All right,
They're gonna
now
fight until they are incapable of fighting.
Let me put it
You're
this
gonna need
way.
to
So,
mercy
for
kill
this-
160 people.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Yeah, well, no, I'm getting to that. I have I have all the shit that I use to mix my mutagens, and I also have 12 green mushrooms that cause comas.
Homie's gonna be
Can I do
drugging up
something
before he
with
goes sicko mode on these
Just to go back to that,
civilians.
is that correct? Because I'm pretty sure you said they have insane morale stats, which means basically
Yes,
they will
They
fight
were
to the
fanatics, and like they literally, out of game, these guys don't have a will anymore. Their will is bound. They,
Right, so they will fight to the death, right? They want to.
No, they'll
no,
just
they'll
sit there
fight
and
till
take.
they are
just stand there.
incapable of fighting.
Right, yeah.
So, like for instance,
So they.
But right now they have
basically
nothing to fight for.
Incapacitated, right?
yeah, they're all incapacitated. And like in varying degrees of bleeding out. Any attempt to try to treat them is like just met with abject hostility on their part. Like this is disturbing. Like if you look out, like you'll see a man who has both of his arms, like one arm completely chopped off, the other one severed at the tendon on his shoulder, so he can't even move it. And he's doing the fucking Monty Python thing where he's trying to kick and bite at the field medics coming to him.
Yeah. Okay. So can I I don't know, mass poison them all? At this point?
What kind of poison you get? Oh my god, it's gonna kill
Well, I
them.
only have to kill their bodies, right? And I don't really feel like spending 3 hours going around and stabbing them all.
So
Roll.
at this point in time, can I just assemble all my units and start moving them the fuck away from this place? Before
Definitely, yeah.
whatever the fuck Man's doing?
You're like your lieutenants for some of your sections we're starting to come up and about that. I was actually about to in character have your lieutenants come up and ask you if we could get moving because they are not comfortable sitting around in a village they just destroyed.
Yeah,
Pussies,
yeah,
but they've never
things,
they've never
basically
done the hard.
taken care of. Let's say put them on a mule or something. Anything that we've taken from this place and just get the fuck out of here. Where we came.
Roll
let
me
me
a
see what.
perception check, Captain Andre.
So I missed what we're. Can someone sum me up what we're doing with the fucking
With a 13,
retards?
you notice your auxilia section. I have in the Silken Sabers document that it's led by a Lieutenant Clipper. That is not the case. I'm mistaken. Clipper is not a lieutenant. He is an auxilia commander, which is different.
Okay.
And he is
Maybe.
actively, him and his men are already leaving, but they're going the opposite way you wanted to leave. They're not even waiting for you guys. They're just walking away.
Huh.
I'm gonna, nod to Lieutenant Copperfield. Can you elaborate what the fuck is the second auxiliary doing?
I mean, sir, I don't know what they're up to. You want me to go talk to them?
Please, kindly, and
He
yeah.
he nods to you and trots off, and you see him having a discussion with the Auxilia commander. So something you need to know: Auxilia commanders, they never took an oath to the Empire. They're a step above mercenary, but
Okay.
they're not actually in the rank structure. They are in charge of their own little group of men. And the way it works is they're on a continual contract, and the contract is as long as they fight with a company or a platoon or something of the Empire soldiers, they will get paid at the end of that month. They are They don't take an oath, though. They are free to walk away whenever. And when Copper gets back, that's what he's going to tell you. He's going to go, "Sir, they're done. They want nothing to do with us anymore."
So yeah, I'm just gonna. So in character, well, quite terrific. In that case, get your units formed up, and we'll be moving out without them. We need to acquire a second auxiliary gunslinger from somewhere else.
All right, sir.
looking good.
Well, doesn't have to, just so you know, in character, these sections are yours to kind of play with. Like, so if you say you want to take like your fourth section, which is like your reserve section, if you in character spend the money to buy them all longbows and ammo, that can be a longbowman section. You just take some time to have to train them up for it,
So
but like
I genuinely have control over what I want to do with this company.
exactly,
That
yes,
makes
you
sense.
have free creative freedom, and like you could hire other auxiliary sections. You're not limited to just two. Like you can get an artillerist section, a cavalry section, whatever you want, Doug.
And so, and what kind of support am I provided by the Empire? As in, can I expect another funding for another gunslinger section?
I mean,
or-
yeah, you'd have to talk with your superior about that to
Okay,
see about that, but you'll need to go back to Scalase in order to do that.
understandable. Well, in any case, I'll get my company moving back to the town we stayed at, which is I forgot its name, but it's the one just before Bland.
Got it. Mia and Dagger Dan are like rallying up their men and like getting them back on the ship to leave. Because they are also leaving, but they're going to leave by the sea. Okay, now let's get back to these prisoners. What are you doing to them, Aaron?
Well, I didn't realize there was that many of them.
I still think we should.
I don't really feel like spilling that much blood because it's just going to take a long time and be messy. And I mean, I will if this doesn't work, but I would like to maybe see if there's some way that I can use a combination of the ingredients for my mutagens, which are basically all poisonous to everyone except for me. The alchemist supplies I have, the fancy green mushrooms. What else do I have? The alchemist jug, and whatever other miscellaneous ingredients I can throw together to create some sort of
Bomb.
You're basically a walking chem lab. If you had a
Yes.
fire diamond on you, there would be 4s in every category.
yeah.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check to see if you'll
No,
be able
my
to
God.
concoct something.
Medicine.
Yo,
What, would
can
you
I
use
help
in?
him?
Yeah. Would use
Yeah.
intelligence.
When you say you want to help, do you want to do the roll for him? Like he just comes up to you and says, "Hey, look at all this stuff," and have him give you the help action, or do you want to give him the help action?
I'm gonna cheer him
How
on.
good are you with medicine?
I have absolutely no bonuses, but I have no
I-
negatives. So literally
I
a
have-
zero.
I have a +4 to it.
The only people that are good with medicine are off somewhere.
I'm not
or
bad with medicine. I have a
The
+4.
only thing is that Aaron would not necessarily believe that either Jorah or Etrian would be willing to help him poison 160 people to kill them.
Oh hell no.
If
You
I
need
wanted
help,
to be
Bones?
a real dick, you know who does have really good medicine?
No, I'm not asking fucking.
Valjean bet. Or Mia bet.
Ishara.
I mean, wait, Valjean.
Yeah,
you're
I'm not
saying
asking
trying to help.
Kishara to fucking
You need
poison
help with that,
people.
boss?
Like, I'm aware of her abilities.
We're just
Oh, no,
trying
she
to
has
like
shit
we're
medicine.
trying
What are you
to
talking
give them
You need help with
some
that, boss?
milk of the poppy. We're trying to make this as not as gruesome.
Alright, so
we're
Yeah,
not
well,
coming out of this
that's why
okay, you guys.
I mentioned those fancy mushrooms I've been carting around that send people into comas. We just need to make that, like, from coma to heart failure.
Right, so wouldn't this out of character, wouldn't this be partially also magical.
Yeah,
Mimics and
you
shit
know
too?
what?
Can I use
You can do
Arcana?
medicine or Arcana. Yeah, I'll let you use
Bitch,
Arcana.
I'm helping. Let me in.
fuck, I'm
Let me
good
help.
then.
What do you
Can I
have?
just
No, I
talk-
don't
What do you
need
have?
your help, man. I got
What do
a
you
plus
have?
11 to Arcana.
Can I go
I'm
talk
helping
to
anyways.
God? Can
Yeah.
I go talk to
Roll
Yeah,
Arcana with advantage then, Aaron.
He's helping the boss. Yeah.
Can I,
So,
look
with
at
a
this guy.
14,
Look
Let me,
at this dude. Look at this dude.
So with the
Can I look
14,
at some
you
more?
look at your ingredients, and you know, individually they are all poisonous, but like there's no way you can find to like amplify it or disperse it to such an effect that it would kill everyone in an area.
Well, let me have a couple.
We're no better than Helicoid. Can I go talk to God?
No.
Can I go talk to my
I was
God,
more
please?
thinking like I would like individually administer it to them. Rather than like
Oh, okay.
Algor
Jesus
didn't do it.
You're
Christ.
gonna give them a
You wanna have,
lethal
like, a
injection,
personal touch.
basically.
At
Yeah,
that point, you might
yeah.
as well just bop.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Can I,
Just
can I
bop 'em.
please go talk to God?
All right. Let me let me look this one over, boss. You got this. Pretending
Brody,
he's know what he's
please.
doing. Can I roll Arcana, please,
You
sir?
can roll religion, Adrian, and yeah, you can roll Arcana if you want.
But can I use divination to literally straight up talk to him?
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't know what I rolled. I accidentally
Why?
fucked up my screen.
Wait, why don't you just literally go to the altar?
Hey! I looked it over. Does that
What-
count?
what altar?
The church is in
altar in
ruins.
What
Yeah,
altar in this destroyed, ruinous?
No. It's been previously established that there is an altar on Maya's ship.
Is she here?
She's
Your
getting ready
boat's
to
in
cast
the
off.
harbor.
I don't want to see her channel my inner
Why
Joseph
are we
Mengele.
talking to gods and shit? I'm trying to kill people here.
This
That's
is
why.
literally what I would do in
Looked it over.
character.
I rolled.
So
Why
with
wouldn't
a,
I
with
talk
a
to
24
God?
and more here, you find out that the way these magical properties would interact with each other, basically, the mushrooms are a definite downer, and the majority of his mutagenic ingredients are uppers. So,
That doesn't sound like a very magical
Yeah,
description.
well, no, I'm trying to.
No, you're good. I'm busting your balls.
I'm trying to just find a way to describe this. If you want to get really magical, so the way it would, you can find out a way by combining these together. The negative energies that flow between them as they try to resolve themselves into a neutral state would affect the weave itself. Basically,
That sounds much more magical.
thank you. I'm trying. You'd be able to, if you were to mix some of these ingredients together, and take about half of the mushrooms he has. You'd be able to use the alchemy jug to distill it with some ethanol, mix it together, and then from a flask, if you took a syringe, you'd have a syringe and some time. You need to boil it a little just to distill it a little. But if you took that syringe, you'd have a very lethal poison. One that, like, a hardy adventurer would have a decent chance of resisting. But, like, these fucked up commoners that, like, are wounded already, they don't have a chance of surviving it.
I
And all it would take is a
elaborate
handful of
that
drops.
info. I relay said info to Naz while, like, side-eyeing Etrian as he's like, is he standing there? Did he, like, walk away? Like,
What's up,
All right,
Adrian?
wait.
What are you?
wait.
I already know what the plan is. What are you
Wait,
trying to hide?
I'm explaining-
I have
I'm
burnt
explaining
ochre
to
fumes. Can I just
Aaron
gas
how
them?
to do it.
Oh
Like, how
my
to do
god,
it.
he's gonna
Like, I'm like,
Yeah, with it.
like, there's
Out of
plenty of
character,
fucking
out of
ways to do
character.
this.
Yeah, you could just gassing them is a definite possibility if you could find some way to make this liquid an aerosol. Yeah.
Well, no, I literally have the poison burnt ochre fumes. Is that deadly enough to deal with fucked up colonies?
God, I hope you're not testing it right in front of
The
us.
poison was.
He
Burnt
said we had
ochre
to-
fumes. It does 3d6 poison damage and repeat
you
the
just
saving
want that.
throw on each successful
You let this shit,
success
like,
fail
prep?
save. And another 1d6.
Yeah.
No, I got it on one of our
So-
weird adventures.
So for the purpose of mechanically doing this, I'm gonna say like these cultists, the wounded, they are at ostensibly incapacitated and at 0 hit points. So
Oh,
if
we could
you
just
were
bomb
to
them,
administer this poison, then yeah, you'd kill them all.
I could just, like, walk down the road and just go, bop, 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 bop,
Well,
bop,
no,
bop.
I'm,
you are
I'm
very
literally
nonchalant.
trying to avoid doing that in Morvir.
Did that sound Irish to you?
Yeah, well, my point is that
No.
I'm trying to not fucking do it
He's also
decently,
trying,
goddammit.
he's trying not to do anything super sus in front of Naz because Naz go, see, that sounds like your patron talking, and that means I gotta draw my sword. So I'm not trying to do that in character.
Well, I mean, I think you're taking the declaration that the Duke made at the end of the tournament a little bit too seriously. Aaron is not really that character.
What declaration?
Well, he said that I'm there to protect everybody and all this other bullshit that he listed forever.
I out of and in character did not recall.
You literally explicitly had a reaction to that list.
Did I? That doesn't mean
Yeah,
I
at the time. You were like staring wide-eyed and your eyebrows were climbing off your head or some bullshit.
Because he knew, because we had this conversation before that you were like, not sus, but maybe a little. Like, and Morvir's not, he's a contractor. Speaking of,
All right, is there
Brody,
like a
am I
bar
on
or
is it
something?
Morvir on contract? Like, still, or?
The way your guys' contracts works with the corporation, it's interesting. You guys are given the name of Scarlet Sundry. Like, you are allowed to use that name and brand. It's a little MLM-y, honestly, now that I think about it. What's gonna happen is, you guys, every now and then, you will receive a mission from HQ. I think this has happened only, like, once before, because you guys have been on, like, such important shit. It happened once before, where you guys will receive a mission from HQ and be told, yeah, go deal with this. And you won't get paid for that mission. It's just, like, something HQ was already paid for, and you guys just kind of gotta go do. That's how your contract works. Unless, like, you are sent, like, to be, like, to reinforce an existing Scarlet Sentry party, because it's in their best interest to let you guys kind of do your own thing, because that's how you guys, the only best way to describe it is out of character. Like, in character, you guys grow in skill and ability and get stronger and have better equipment, but out of character, you guys level up and you get better shit over time. And so it allows them to encourage you to do that, making you a better investment on their part, if that makes sense.
Right, so I guess in my head, and we were just like hops contract to contract since he hadn't really known what he was doing, anything better to do. So he just did something that gave him purpose. So how would that, like, now I guess he would be not on a explicit contract like that?
So, like, it's not like an explicit contract where it's like, hey, go do this. It was like, hey, I'll give you, like, this much gold if you go help these guys for, like, a while. Like, at
I
least,
did
like, a
not
couple
get
of
nearly
weeks.
enough gold for the shit we've been up to.
You got way more gold!
I fought a dragon, and that wasn't what they paid me. They didn't know we were gonna get more gold.
Hey, you got paid way more than I did, like literally double what I was paid when I joined the company. And I was paid to go investigate things, not travel to other
I have
dimensions.
higher
and
charisma
try
than you
to-
do.
Wait, you guys got paid to join the company?
I have better charisma than you do.
That's a good.
That's my best. I have better charisma.
Yeah,
You have like an
you
affiliated
character-
business with the.
I mean,
It
what
literally
do you think
maximum
you got all the
charisma.
starting magic items, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you did all the hard work for them.
Hmm?
Huh? You have more shit than I do. What do you mean?
No, I'm talking to Ola.
Oh, my bad.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Hello?
Never mind. All right, is
Hello?
there like a barn or something that I can crowd all these people into?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like an old warehouse on the dock district.
Yeah, perfect. Well, yeah, if it's not flooded, sure, that'll work.
And Morvier is helping in whatever way possible.
Okay.
EJ chillin'.
Yeah, some of the troops, like, from the logistics company, like, lead them in and they close the barn door behind, the warehouse door behind them, and, like, people are, like, bleeding out on the ground, and, like, they're not saying, they're eerily quiet as you guys do this.
Could I before that happened, could I use free terrain to make it not such a dreary mess? Maybe at their last moment it would appear to them they are in even the slightest of conscious. It looks like they're in, I don't know, a peaceful meadow or something.
Okay. They do not.
I mean, I would probably tell
just
you that
makes
they
me feel
literally
better.
have no souls.
Why are you such a Debbie Downer? I'm still gonna
They've got no souls. They've already been moved
No,
on,
well,
haven't they?
okay. Anyways,
Functionally.
who? So, I guess I usher all the people who aren't dying out of the barn, if there is anyone left, and the doors are shut or whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. From while I'm like inside the barn with them, I don't know how the mechanics of using burnt other, but
I mean, I'm gonna say like
Uh,
through a combination of your ability to control air to a limited extent and the poison and the fact that they're all at 0 hit points, I'm gonna say that you would just be able to do this.
thank you. That's kind of what I was going for.
Homie doesn't breathe.
Okay.
Well, I'm immune to poison. I don't breathe, and I'm immune to poison, so I can like stand among them while they.
Were you the one with the shield? That
The Sentinel shield.
the sentinel shield.
Yeah, I have the fancy shield.
Okay, I want you to add hundreds of villagers to your shield.
Yeah, great.
Is it just like appeared? Is it the menu like inscribed?
It's like
No.
it's like 100 small
As-
human
as
faces
the-
appear on the shield.
It's like silhouettes. Hundreds of silhouettes of people appear on your shield.
You know, like those little stickers you put on the back of your car that like all Karens do.
Just like the family. Like
No!
one mom,
It's
one
like
dad,
a
2
big
kids,
happy
a dog.
family looking thing.
No, no.
It's all bright blue and shit.
I prefer to picture it as like a blank field where every time I end up fighting something, like an actually relatively artistic image of the
Oh,
creature
like-
that I'm.
Artistic is in the
So
eye.
it's a bunch of naked drooling villagers.
No,
men,
well,
women,
no,
children.
these would like I would imagine these as like faceless silhouettes of people in the
Yeah, no,
foreground.
I know what you mean. Like, so,
Looking like a Jackson Pollock painting.
like something not quite like this, but is this what you're talking about? Like something kind of like this? Let me put it in Dungeon Fuckers.
Man, Alec just fucking ruined my moment of me standing among the villagers as they.
Oh jeez.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. It was right there. It was right there.
No, I like the
Not-
good comment.
White, like that's a lot more combative than what I thought. But
Hang on.
sure.
Yeah, make that shit look more one-sided.
No. Like, okay, I don't know how the original, like how Halgor had it appearing, but I'm kind of just imagined like a.
I think he audibly said he did like the thing on the back of like a soccer game. Soccer mom.
I don't know. I wasn't there when he got the shield. so-
Oh, how about like something like this then?
God.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea what's happening. I lost track of things.
Like where it's like the paint like a Greek on the side of a vase painting, you know?
Oh, that's what your shield looks like.
Well, no, I'm asking him because it's up to him.
Oh,
What do you want this to look
I
like?
can't. Well, I can't think of a good example image that is kind of displaying what I'm picturing.
How about just tally marks? Like you're in a jail cell and you've been there 10 days.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
One,
I'm
two,
just gonna
three,
say
four.
this: you look
Fuck.
intimidating as fuck now. All these bodies, all the bodies you stacked, man. I know I'm gonna fuck with you.
Oh man,
Yes, let's,
he's going in
my
the wrong
character is
direction.
literally like reliving horrifying moments from his past during the battle, and now I am murdering hundreds of people. But I look badass. So
It's not murdering as much as euthanizing. But I mean, hey, potato.
I mean-
potato.
yeah, someone go talk to PETA about what euthanizing is.
It's not murder. It's unwilling euthanization.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, after however long is required for me to adequately circulate the poison and ensure that all of the bodies have literally like stopped breathing and they're done,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I like exit the barn quietly, somberly.
Okay.
do the take the L dance from Fortnite.
I don't know what that is.
Lots outside the door.
Aaron steps outside, looks at the closed warehouse door behind him, lowers his head, and solemnly raises his arms to be parallel with the ground. And then
I'm ready
steps
to-
away.
I don't understand these references.
You walk up and T-pose on the corpses.
No.
Oh my
Just
god.
go Fortnite dance
Jesus
on them.
Christ.
Okay. So yeah, does anyone want to do anything else in town before you guys like head back?
I would like to tell
me-
somebody to burn the
Yeah.
barn down while I go.
Got it,
wander
boss.
away and do
We got it,
something.
boss.
Hey, Birdie, what about my talk?
I burned
I mean,
the
yeah,
barn.
you want to do that now?
This is my
Yeah.
time. This is my time to shine. Is to be incredibly violent while still morally correct.
Yeah.
You ever see that comic? You won't win this time, super dorks, and it's like all these like little comic superheroes like, we will with the power of love, friendship, courage, incredible violence, and commitment.
Yes. That's it, baby.
But yeah, how do you? So you're
Burn
gonna.
it down.
So Jorah, if you remember right, Kishara just kind of like walked away from you at the end of your last conversation. Like she wanted nothing to do with you. And you,
Yeah.
so you can turn around and you can try flagging her down. How do you try flagging her down?
Oh, I figured she was like already gone through some brush. I thought I'd have to track her down or anything.
I mean, she's just
I'll just
walking
follow
away.
again.
You're-
Another
You're a druid.
follow
You can just,
again.
so like, what do you say?
I don't really say anything. If she just
You're
keeps walking,
too
then
late.
I'll
I
keep
just
walking.
Sorry, say that again.
Stalker.
If she just keeps walking, then I'll keep walking. But like, and just I want to wait for her to like stop and relax or something.
Are you trying to sneak, or are you just
No.
like very
I
openly
really am-
following this person who does not want to talk to you?
She doesn't care.
Why? Why would you do that? Never mind.
Wait, god damn it. I gotta do something real quick. Can you give me 5?
Okay.
Are you having a good time over
Janet, your mic is popping off.
Super dorks, you'll never stop me now.
While he's gone, I'm just gonna put something in Dungeon Fuckers. But I think it's important everyone watches.
That's where you're wrong, evil
I'm gonna
doer.
try and
We
find
will
an
stop you
appropriate
with the
image to
powers
play.
of friendship, harmony, incredible violence,
This is drawn
and
by
love.
Albert.
I see you got a new member. Super dorks. Prepare for battle. Wow, guys, we're doing amazing lately.
Last school year was a bit stressful with all the soul-sucking demons. Maybe we should do something nice for the students.
I haven't seen the animation
Let's
before,
invite some other
though.
schools and battle them and make them
Right.
think that we drown their family members and stuff. Or we invest in a school therapist. Okay, everybody, hold on. I just lost my wand.
Oh, Snape, that's lovely.
Or stop sending them into the murder forest as a punishment.
Yeah.
Or sex ed.
Thanks, Snake. Those are some good ideas.
Everybody, calm down. I found it.
Sir.
It was up Snape's ass the entire time. You just hid it in your pockets. Murder games it is.
That's
I'm watching like the rest of this guy's like animations on his channel, and they're fucking hilarious.
Pro-CD.
Oh,
Yeah.
Albus, I can't
He doesn't
believe
animate,
that we
he
are
does
going to
voiceovers.
drop
Like that one
Harry
in
Potter
particular is-
here.
Yeah,
Owl
we're
Turd, I
totally
think,
going
is
to
what
do
he
it.
does.
Please be
Or
careful.
shenanigans
Be
and-
careful. By Merlin's
Like
beard.
I've seen him a lot on
This is not
YouTube,
the
I
first
do.
baby I dropped.
Yeah, because he's a
And
pro voice.
Voldemort
He's like
gave
he
you that
started
scar,
online
which is
just
magic.
voice
But
acting, and now he's got
Professor
like
Moody-
actual roles.
Said
Oh,
that
cool.
Avada Kedavra leaves no physical marks.
Your exams are cancelled.
I'm sorry, Albus, but nobody showed up for the job interview at all.
I'm trying to find a
Maybe it's
fucking
time to
image that
remove
isn't really
defense against the
stupid,
dark
but I
arts in the
can't.
curriculum.
Excuse me.
Because like
My
all
name
the
is Gilderoy
collections
Lockhart.
of
You might know me from my
creatures
life.
that are
What are
actually
you planning
different
for
that
your
I can
curriculum?
find are
My
all related
curriculum
to,
will
like,
be like my penis, short and frustrating for females.
stupid
You
ass
are
shit.
in.
Oh, Albus, you are giving
It's like
everybody
I
a
don't want an
chance.
image of all the
Very good, this
Digimon
one,
together,
too.
or all the fucking Pokemon.
I'm gonna go grab another soda. BRB.
Was there any talk of anything that we may have to do after this this village? Like, what's the overall game plan?
Yep, we're
I
gonna.
mean, I'm
we're gonna
assuming that
wash.
we're going back to.
We're gonna wash away our sins on the
Alright.
top of a mountain during this hot springs episode.
I want to fight again. I've had enough hot springs.
Everyone, put on your kimonos and your yukatas.
Kennet, I want you to know I'm really sad you didn't like contest the Auxilia leaving or try to convince him to stay. I had
I was actually low-key was just like looking at him like, you're just gonna let him go?
Yes,
What is-
because
does this
there's
happen a lot?
15 guys with guns, and I don't have to fuck with them.
Hey, wait, I got a phone call.
I mean, you have an army.
Hello?
Yes, but they have 120 BR, and each of my seconds is only 10.
But you also have like 6 people that are allied with you that have like stomped
Gods.
celestial
Yeah, okay.
dragons
But in the
in
end,
pocket
like,
dimensions.
Here's the thing. I wish the Red Cross would just make their call, like when they call everyone, like, hey, can you give blood? Please make that a robot, because I hate hanging up on real people. I feel like such an ass.
I think that's why they use real people.
That's probably exactly why they use real people.
I don't like being rude, but like I'm not gonna sit here because like there's no
Go give
quick way
blood,
to get off
Brody.
the phone with a real person.
Brody, just go give blood.
I can't give blood, so I don't get called. I've
I'm
never
O
registered.
positive, so like the Red Cross is very horny for my blood.
Yeah, I've never heard of people getting spam called by the Red
Why
Cross.
can't you give blood?
Yeah, my mom gets.
Huh?
Yeah, giving blood's not that
What's
bad.
wrong with you, Sean? Why can't you give blood?
AIDS.
There's too high of an alcohol content all the time.
well,
We
Well,
know
anyway,
it's not weed.
Kenneth, I've never given that character a voice. I had a whole character put together. I practiced my monologue I was going to throw at you for why he was leaving and all that shit. I was like
And
shouting
he's
in
like,
my
"Okay."
empty house, and it was just like, okay, bye.
Okay.
I mean, you can go. Seriously, you can go back because I was.
No. Yep, too late. They're gone.
Oh.
They the black powder. Wait, what were they before they joined you? The flash powder bandits are fucking gone. They want nothing to do.
Powder
with
gangers?
They were bandits.
They were powder gangers?
They were bandits.
No, flash powder bandits.
I know what I said. The
They were
powder
probably
gangers?
all fucking criminals then.
I mean, hey, just because they have the word bandit in their name doesn't mean, like, okay.
Yeah,
Let a rogue
you're
group
forcing
of
that.
bandits
It's
out into the
fine.
countryside, Kenneth. I can't believe you became a captain.
You're gonna go to the
Honestly,
next town and
I
they get
just meant-
slaughtered by the town watch for trying to rob a bakery.
That's crazy.
But anyway, well, all Kishara is gonna do is just like, she's gonna like cast spells on Jor to try to get him to stop, and if he doesn't, she's gonna pull a fucking sword on him. So
What is he doing to her?
he's trying
Following
to,
her.
he's trying to talk
Twice.
to her.
I have
without
no.
saying
I have
anything.
no beer. I have no beer.
Alright, I'm
What is
back.
happening?
Oh, good.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Oh yeah,
All right.
we're waiting for fucking
My
Ola.
beard
Okay.
grows
Okay, so
thicker.
you're trying to talk to.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Slick. Make me a.
I'm just
wisdom.
trying not to push her. Okay, I am making a. Okay. The odds are possibly in my favor. Okay, actually, I should shut my mouth.
16. Wow.
That fails. You are
Fuck me.
stunned.
Oh
Okay.
no, you're done. It's over. Game over. Pack him up, boys. He's stunned. We're never gonna see Jorah again.
No.
Oh, sorry, you're
Mushroom
paralyzed.
druid.
Hold first.
Dude, it'd be lit if he was a mushroom druid.
He's a
She casts that
mushroom
spell, turns around, and just goes, I don't want to talk. Leave me alone.
And one of your fears like laughing out loud for some reason, even though
And
there's
then
no
just
discernible
continues
reason.
walking away from you.
I mean, Jorah doesn't even want to talk. He was just following her.
I just wanted to like let her relax at one point. But
Hey,
I
you
wanted to
like-
let her relax, so I followed
Not
her
in a
through the parking
creepy-
garage
Like in
to
a
her car.
7-foot
yeah,
fucking.
alright. You guys-
Wait, what time is it? Is it getting dark? Were you following her at night?
No, I figured it was like. I thought it was actually like
It's
midday.
it's early to mid-afternoon right now. By the way,
Yeah,
the sun's
like-
setting. The sun's sitting, not setting.
Wait, mushroom druid? She's a mushroom druid?
Mm.
What?
Sorry, no, I did a thing earlier, and that's just who I have.
He was memeing. He's doing that meme thing earlier where he like just has randoms emote even though they're not present.
Yeah.
You know, the thing he does nearly every session.
The thing I do when
So
I'm
it's like a
bored.
running in joke. Yeah.
Not too long.
Well, I want to
guess
smoke
I'll
him
just-
so bad, but it is not a good idea.
Okay, I guess I'll just head back. I mean, I was gonna try and see what I could do here.
I
but
mean,
was
you're held, dude. You can't move.
He can repeat the saving throw at the end of his turn, so every 6 seconds he can make it. So at best, he can make it so she only has a 6-second head start. Nope.
Oh. Yikes.
Nice. Continue.
Move your car.
Okay. I thought you
Are you from
just
Boston? Are you
doing
from
it.
Boston? Move your car.
Yep,
Seven.
okay. So she got a 12-second head start.
I don't care. I'll just leave.
Okay.
You guys have way too much control, and I hate it. It's so different at each.
Do you see mean he uses the wall, Brody? Is that what you're saying? The beholder uses the wall?
What do you mean?
Hey, have you never heard of the wall?
No.
The porn wall?
No.
It.
I forgot about that.
I wonder if it still, hold on. I wonder if it still exists.
Oh, sorry, that should be heads, not arms. I don't think it had
I showed it to
arms.
somebody and it was one of the funniest fucking things.
Okay. Well, moving on. You guys are now, like, packing up to leave, correct?
Yep.
Alright. So the company sets back out. Are
Oh,
you
you
guys,
mean
like, are some of you guys, like, flying on the ship? Or, like, how are you guys doing this?
Oh, we were going on the ship. I don't know where are we going.
Ship gang. Airship gang.
I mean,
Okay,
I
do
would
we have a
probably want to leave with company before any of the killing starts, so I'd already be on the way.
Okay. You can go pick them up with the airship if you want.
We're already channeling our inner Zyklon
Pick me up on the way
creation.
by the airship, yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Oh, basically the porn wall was the thing that Chase and Steven showed me. It's a wall, like a virtual wall. It's like 60-some porn videos, and they all play at the same time. No sound, though. So, like, you just click and watch whatever.
Okay.
I don't feel it, like.
Funniest fucking things I've ever seen.
Poor bastard. I don't even know where he is right now, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Where would Bazrin be, Dan?
Oh, I want wings, bro.
Would he have gone home? Was he on me?
I don't think he would have gone home. He'd probably be on Mia's ship.
Okay. He was fighting with the crew then during this.
But the crew didn't even really fight. We just loaded the cannons and fired once, and that was it.
Bazrin's been
The best
playing with
kind of
his
fighting
new
is
pet chicken
the
the whole
smart
time.
fighting.
King of the battlefield. Bazrin would get more screen time if Brody could do a better accent.
Very easy. Just be Itrin, but be more, I don't know, happy more of the time. Sound like you had
The way I would
enjoyed.
put it is that he is less, the year is less happy and more.
I'm getting hot wings, boys.
Have you played Black Ops 2?
No,
No.
You haven't played Black Ops 2?
no, he's ignorant too, and like naive, which is a fun combo. Because Mia was naive once upon a time. Now she's jaded as fuck.
Nazrin would have
not
the
even that
voice
old.
of Jonas.
She died
Simmons.
twice.
So what?
Joseph sounds naive, but he's also jaded as fuck now.
Good thing knows the fact that
Joseph's wrapped back around from jaded. He's already been through jaded back to
No.
night.
Joseph is just like edgy phase, alright? He's like suicidal. He's like commitment battlefield.
Hot fucking.
That's because the only thing that he ever gets to do is kill people. I don't think we've ever done anything
we
fun
ever
with
do.
him.
Actually, yeah.
He played volleyball. He fucking rocked at volleyball.
No one asked him how he felt about that, though. We just used him and
I'm not even
dragged
sure
him
if I
into a
can
war.
feel. I'm still processing human emotions. I was gifted sentience not that long ago.
Alright, where are we going? Do we know where we're going, or do
As
we?
far as
It's always the did Joseph do damage, not why does Joseph do damage.
Joseph does damage because he wants to protect people.
He's that meme from fucking Rick and Morty.
I tried really hard to come up with something there.
What, million ats?
What is your purpose?
What
You
is
kill things.
No, it's what is my purpose? You butter my toast.
That's
to the
MPLA, my brothers. Oh my
You
god.
kill things.
Okay. So are you guys like on the airship right now?
I guess.
Okay.
If you guys pick me up in the
I don't know how much time has passed because Aaron just kind of walked away from the barn that he told Morvir to burn down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Morvir's
say-
like spectating,
I'm
and
gonna
also
say
like
as long
he's
if
like
there's nothing else
spectating
you
because
wanna
he doesn't
do
want to
here-
burn them alive because that's fucking brutal.
Well, no, they're not alive anymore.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Does it go through? Is it like skin contact? Is it air? You
They're
know,
dead.
like. Oh,
Yeah, they're
yeah,
dead.
you know.
I stayed in there long enough to ensure that all of them were dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're like immune to poison.
Well, he doesn't.
And
have
I
to
don't need to breathe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Morvir
This
J
is the
chilling for a
perfect
second, and then he. Jew.
God.
Perfect not.
Christ.
Then he can stand in there and just execute whoever it is.
Holy
So,
fuck, Cody. Okay, this episode cannot go on YouTube now because
That's how we
know it.
you ever seen those claw marks? Those
It's
claw
okay.
marks? It was
I'll,
all
like,
pink.
I'll just make sure it says not for
Oh,
kids when I upload it.
Oh. Yeah, so he like torches it and makes sure as it burns down while like having a heart. He's like contemplating his deity and his actions now.
I wonder why.
Like he's like, well, but
roll me
also,
a religion check at advantage.
oh
I
no.
mean, technically, he didn't do anything wrong.
See, you know who else used the excuse? I was following orders. The Nazis.
Yeah, but your orders were literally just to basically turn the barn
Why
into
am
a
I so
funeral
bad at
parlor,
religion, even
which
with the fucking
is not
headband?
bad.
It was a decent
God.
10.
Fuck me.
As you stand in the warm glow of this fire being fueled by
Mhm.
bodies,
Mm-hmm.
God.
Jay
Wait,
chilling.
where's he in a fire fueled by bodies? What happened?
Naz said burn it down afterwards, and I said, yup!
Oh,
you feel a strange comfort wash over you.
Oh God.
yeah, one half of this group seems a little crazy.
It's high level D&D. We're all gonna be fucked up.
No, half of us are crazy. All right, let's make that clear.
I mean, you were stalking that woman.
I wasn't stalking her. I was trying to help her. She like tilts his head and goes,
Marty's been PTSD.
You
so
know
like,
how bad
Nothing-
that sounds.
nothing-
Yeah, she has
Nothing makes-
PTSD, so you're gonna follow her into the woods after we slaughter
nothing
the
makes
village.
the girl feel better, like silently following her after she said, "Don't follow."
That's how he met. That's how he met Liabo. She
no,
teased him so
not
hard
at
she
all.
had to heal him.
She's
I'm the
into
tactical.
it.
To hit it off.
She's a dom, dude. Your natural self.
Oh
I'm the
God.
tactical nuke that Naz called in afterwards.
You're the CIA scrub team.
He Jake chilling and he goes, maybe there's parts of him that I can listen to.
What?
talking about the Morbius like contemplating his deity here.
I'd just like to acknowledge that, like, Cosmo, your character, Kenneth,
Not all
has
bad.
to have the worst inception of us. And,
Yeah.
like, a law. Because all he has seen is witness us turn each other's arms into snakes, kill people, kill innocent people, and talk about murdering other people.
Yes,
And then be associated with Haldor.
You are like uncontrollable. Like
Yeah, we seem to be just uncontrollable agents of
like
chaos.
Imovia is basically a normal gunfire will kill anything that you point them at. And Nas will, well, even for their purpose, fucking with it.
I did not hear a damn thing you just said.
Yeah, that was all robot for me. Thank God. I thought that was on my
Yeah, that was brutal.
I
had
just
to
heard him like
fucking
clipping in and out.
One sec.
Oh fuck, it's happening again.
Yeah, it's not helping. Can it disconnect and reconnect, Holmes?
I'm gonna have to restart Discord.
You want to know what I?
No, Brody's fine.
This is like very much like a Sokovia Accord situation here.
Is this should be working, right?
This is significantly better. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I don't know why, but the fucking bar keeps jumping from like.
You're
red.
good. Say what you were gonna
Wait,
say.
for who? What did I miss while I was reconnecting?
Can it reconnected and it fixed the issue?
Yeah.
No, yeah, but what about the
He hasn't said
Sokovia
anything yet.
Accords?
He was equating what we did to something.
Yeah.
But I wanted to hear
Because
what
Kennet's
Kennet
character,
was.
Captain Android, has to have the lowest fucking opinion of you guys.
Yeah. Alright.
We are
what
level
if you're-
15. We are very god quality. Like,
people.
we're certainly better than. We're as good as Hawkeye and certainly better than the bitch with the dried up womb or whatever.
Oh my god.
My favorite
Talking
meme
about
is like
Widow?
Thanos kills family. Hawkeye, I've always hated the Japanese.
Oh, no, the one I saw was like an anime clip where it goes, I'll never forgive the Japanese.
Yeah.
But
Have
anyway,
you seen the porn they've drawn of myself?
Yeah.
Why are
Yeah.
you doing this? I don't know.
Have you ever been
Purple
on
testicle guy killed my family.
if you guys are on the airship now, which I'm just going to assume you are, and going to say you are because I want to get moving.
Or just like in contemplation, standing at the front of the ship.
Oh, great. Make me a perception check.
Oh, fuck.
Wow, too bad I suck at perception, boys.
Do you want
All
to
part of the
check?
plan.
Wow!
So, with the
Never mind.
you
We
see a
rolled
little bird, and with a 20, I'll let you know that this bird is not native to this area, and this bird flies up to you, and it lands on the railing of the ship and looks at you.
The mover tilts his head at the bird.
The bird opens its
The
mouth,
bird,
and you hear a voice that's very familiar go, Chuckle fuck! I need you and the other fuckers to meet me at the teleportation circle.
Oh my god, I love this guy.
The bird closes
Oh,
its mouth
God.
and flies away.
Boss.
It's
I
our
don't
boss.
know who that was.
That's our boss.
That was like
In
commander of
Morbius right
Charlie.
now. Like,
Yes, and more
Is it-
people
is it
know
all
that it's
that?
Polero Blanco, the commander
Okay.
of the...
he immediately goes full military, spins on his heel and walks straight to find Aaron wherever he is, and goes, the boss needs us, and he doesn't sound happy.
I mean, I have only known him for a short while, but does he ever sound happy?
No, that was sort of a trick question.
It's like, you might as well have just said, the boss wants to see us, and we could just, fill in the blanks. And then Joseph goes, I don't know about that. He sounds pretty nice to me. Chuckle means
and we're
laugh,
like,
right? He likes to laugh. He called you guys laugh guys. That's good, right?
It's all about intonation.
Morbius does that. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see your point. He goes, well, I see on that one up, Monsieur Valjean. He wasn't mocking, he was trying to say it properly.
I know.
And yet mocking.
Honestly, yeah. I will keep it real. You were very clearly not raised in the Underdark. Lucky you.
Nope.
But I mean,
I thought my accent was that it was enough of a giveaway.
yeah, that is what I wanted to say. You,
Please.
I swear, I have seen cattle butchered less than that. That was terrible. You should
He
not-
doesn't,
you
and
should
doesn't
not do
mock
that
about
again.
because, whatever you say, Monsieur Valjean, I apologize.
Why was he even throwing more stank on it? What the hell?
Just call me Valjean. Like, let's not touch on this point. See, you are seriously gargling it. God, it's like a deep throating my name. I don't like it.
I do not like this road of conversation. However,
I don't get it. You get smarter and now you sound British? Are you insinuating Irish people are dumb?
Brody, fuck off. Brody, fuck you. Mr. Oh, my slight accent is okay because I'm a GM, but...
But yeah, Joseph goes, if you
But
want,
also
I can
maybe-
let you guys talk to each other and probably make out later, and I can go find Aaron.
What?
And whoever turns the point at Joseph is, how'd you know I was looking for Aaron? Besides the fact that he's the boss.
You literally just said, I gotta go find Aaron, right?
No.
Oh. Well, I'll go tell Etrian, because he kind of seems like the de facto leader here, and that sounded important.
I feel like you're purposely contradicting me now that we brought this up.
Well, like, maybe it's like a co-rulership. Either way, I'm gonna go tell other people, because regardless,
Right,
that
I'll
should
go
be our
find
next
Aaron.
step. Bye!
Right, I'll
and he
find
trots off with, like, heavy,
Fuck you,
plodding
Brody.
feet.
I don't know, that got me so good, dude. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
So, yeah, how about that,
I go tell Aaron what I said.
The fuck is all this tribes?
Aaron doesn't want to talk to no one.
Aaron, is he like locked in his room, blasting like My Chemical Romance? Like,
No, I don't even know what that is.
it's
Are you-
an emo band.
Like, I don't even like listen to a lot of My Chemical Romance. But you how old are you? You've had to have heard of it.
How do you not know
I'm
what that is?
25. I don't listen to music. I don't like music, so don't make
What?
music references around me because I will not get them.
just all music in general? Like, none at all?
Yes, I swear to God, we've been over this.
I've
I-
never heard that before.
No, I would never have let you get away with that near me. I would have made so much fun of you.
Crazy.
I would have like been blaring music. Yeah.
That's like saying, I don't like drinking. I'll drink if I have to, but like, oh, wait, can we mean alcohol? No,
No, that's
just
even
all
less
of it.
than that because it doesn't like inebriate you. It's literally only positives.
Well,
Well,
no,
maybe negative, but you signed up for that. When
it's
you
it's
turned-
like a no. What I'm saying is like he doesn't like drinking at all. Like, oh, you mean like no alcohol? No, just nothing. Like only water, and even then, only when I have to. Not a big fan.
It's not even
honestly.
alcohol. You literally only drink water.
What is alcohol?
Kind
Boom.
of understand you now, but
There we go. You got it.
Die, not literally, but like
Ah,
fuck
shit.
you. Anyways, are
See-
you sitting in your room blasting emo music?
No, I would have been
Sorry.
on deck.
Come cutting your wrist.
Under the open air where...
Oh yeah, that's
Come on,
right. You're like a
Where would I be?
you're an air fetishist. I think most people are now.
Brody, where would I be?
Where would you want to?
Why are
be?
you asking?
Like,
Yeah,
that's
why
why
are
are
you
you
asking?
asking me where you'd be?
Yeah, I was just like, I haven't really thought about
Where,
it. I guess
well,
yeah,
what he wanted to ask was, where's Kishara and can I be 10 feet behind her?
No.
Look at that.
I hate you guys.
Kishara is locked in like a little her own private study, and she is like, you can smell like incense burning, and she's like in deep prayer.
She has a private study?
She
Yeah.
found a study
Homie.
on the ship and made it her private study.
Okay.
You are more than welcome to try to take it away from her.
I was about to say, this bitch gets a private study, but I have to sleep with everyone
Oh,
else.
Olak, please try and take it away from her. I would pay to watch.
I don't know.
Battling over a room.
break your head through the fucking door like the movie and
Like
be
The
like,
Shining.
talk to me, please. Your emotion.
I'll put your head through the fucking wall. That type of
Here's
thing.
Jorah.
Like what?
Please, I don't want to
Pounds
talk
on the door because he's terrible at reading
Okay.
people. So he pounds on the door for
Yeah,
Aaron.
I'm on the top
yelling
deck.
through the door.
I'm on
I
top
mean,
deck.
I'm
Not-
outside on the top.
not
You
in a
probably
room. What
walked
are you
past me
pounding
when
at?
you went to see Valjean, for Christ's sake.
Oh, I didn't realize. He backtracks. He's like walking backwards to talk to you for some reason because he's retarded, and I thought it'd be funny.
You are retarded. But anyway,
I thought it'd be funny.
moving on from that.
My bad, boys.
Oh, it's all good. As long as you know you're retarded, that's what matters to me. But yeah, so what do you say? Like, how do you go talk to him? You don't need me for this.
Well, Aaron, I lost one. Well, you heard him, I'm sure. Didn't I even see you?
Aaron, I'm gonna say you would have heard him, yeah.
Okay.
So, do you like direct this shit with your magical wind powers, or? I've never been quite clear on this one.
What do you think? Who do you think Aaron is? I just noticed you keep calling him boss, and now you're like, so are you the captain of this ship? Where did you get this inflated like?
I kicked his ass in the arena, and now I'm his daddy.
Whoa! It was way closer than.
All of a sudden, he more veers in like subservience. I don't understand. Am I the only one who's noticed this?
I've been trying.
No, man, I've been tracking this shit since it started. I've been waiting for somebody
Hey,
else.
boss,
to
I gotta go tell Aaron. I've gotta go tell Aaron. Why don't say everyone? I'm just
Man,
like,
I hope Aaron likes this picture I drew him.
You mercy kill a bunch of people with the dude, and all of a sudden you owe his life to him. I don't get it.
I don't know, Aaron. The second you asked for a volunteer to burn that shit down, he was Johnny on the spot.
The thing is, that one probably could have been anybody. Anybody has to be like,
It's a more of your fellow's little cracked out of his mind.
He's got a crush. It's cute.
Romance is
Morgan's
a
in the
balloon.
back with his fingers together going like, do you want someone to like... Sorry, do you want someone to burn that down for you? I can...
If you need anybody to burn check down, you can call for me. Like, please.
Not
I like
that
it when
want
you
you
say
to
my
or
name.
something, but
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't be you're like, hey, you want? Yeah,
Like,
literally
what did you just say?
anything you need burned, I'll fucking do it for you. I just like it when you. Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
moving on from this lovely conversation.
What, I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
roleplay a
getting
bisexual elf? He's an elf. We all know they're bi.
At least.
Well, they can't be gay. Well, they're like gay for like most of their life until they're like, oh shit, I'm like 900. I don't got a
new
kid yet.
headcanon. All elves are gay, but like they only breed with they only breed because they know they have to. Otherwise, their species would go extinct.
I take offense as a proud wood elf.
How old are you?
That just makes you a dendrophiliac.
You just had your kid. Now you're free to be your real self.
I go open a hair salon. You're like, is that Etcher? What's he doing in there?
Etcher
I'm
goes
like,
to open a
I'm
specific
giving
ranch.
people perms.
A ranch of male sheep.
No. Here's the thing. Like when you open a salon like this, I don't.
Girl,
think
I
of a gay
cannot
person.
believe he
I
did you
think
like
of
that.
I think of Zohan. Like where you open the salon and like
Oh,
screws all the
Etcherin's wearing fucking shorts. That
Oh,
just
no.
pop the ass, bro.
I
That
assume
just
you spread
pop
this-
the ass.
Does the more we spread all this information to the whole ship crew?
Well, Joseph at least somehow overheard, and we're lucky for that because he'll tell everyone.
Yeah, Joseph's like going to individual crew members like, "Hey, hi, did you hear the news? The boss wants to see us." And like they're just like looking at him and like shaking their heads and going back to work. But you're right, he is telling literally everyone.
I did not tell him to do that.
Yeah, no, he literally said he was gonna he said he was gonna come tell me.
Yeah, and
I
like,
just
he's
didn't-
making
as
it
soon as I
like,
hear it. As soon as I hear
you
it.
hear him before you see him, like, and you've heard the message at least like 5 other times before he finally gets to you.
I'm probably by Captain Ricardo, by the wheel.
As soon as I hear it, I hear it from him like, oh fuck, we're talking to the boss again. Me a bitch dead again. I don't know what I did.
You still get jitters around him or something.
He screamed at me last time we talked.
I mean, he screams at everyone. You're not
That's
special.
true.
It wasn't always like this.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I just walk. I walk to go talk to fucking Morvir.
Okay.
And Morvir says hello.
Oh, okay. I found you so quickly. Fuck.
Like, I'm not gonna make what do you expect? You want me to make you roll to find the guy on a ship?
Yeah, sure. That's
It's
fucking
in the air. Admittedly,
That's
Morvir
what I
can
should have
fly.
done to him, Morvir. I should have
But,
made him
like-
roll investigation behind me.
Like, you're actively trying to hide from him. That shit would have been
Kennet, you popping off, bro.
Fucking doing that. Stop.
And it's getting
please.
sick.
Okay.
Sounds like a fucking great old one is speaking deep speech in the fucking
sorry.
mic.
Sounds like a
Wait,
great
wait,
old
bring
one
it back,
farting in a
bro.
pistol.
Way to
I
bring
need a
him.
new mic. I will. Don't worry.
I'm gonna. I'll offer Morvir an ale.
Okay.
You just have that on you.
And Morvir
We
graciously
bought a bunch
accepts.
of crates a while back, so I assume
Whoa.
got like tubs and shit.
Oh yeah, probably.
And Morvir basically sniffs it to make sure it's not piss, and then.
It's decent. It is not piss.
Now, I meant literal piss. Like, it'd be
Oh.
really shitty ale. Like.
Has this happened to you before? Why are you?
He doesn't say that out loud. Well, some dude he's known off and on, sort of, maybe not really spoken to a lot, but's killed a lot of shit with.
Aaron could give you a whole fucking thing of his cum and just say it's milk, and you'd be like, "Thanks, Daddy."
Okay.
That did so
Please.
much like bleed.
I
never say that
because he's
again.
an air genasi. Like,
Morvir's the glizzy king, dude.
why is Morvir exempt
Glizzy
all of a
goblin.
sudden? Because he has respect for one of the members of the party. Like,
Okay. Let me continue. Do you want me? Yeah, you take the ale.
yeah.
Okay. I'll take a sip out of mine. So, where are you from in Morvir?
If I said it's been a long time.
I said I don't actually know.
Well, wait, I never knew me parents, right?
I never knew me, Dad.
Right, and I got raised in a. Right now, I think, it's functionally a fucking public library, you know what I mean? Except they were doing shite, religion and shite, there was a halfling who's.
Are you talking about a church?
Yeah.
Or a
No,
temple?
you would know
Remember,
that's
like,
actually very common for temples to function as orphanages and like whatnot.
I don't know. I had to do shite I slept through, but all I really cared about were the books, right? Despite having previously not been able to read very well, supposedly.
Did you have a friend read to you or something?
I was taking a crack at how retarded I used to be, and I'm only less now. But you know. Anyways, no, and then I found a thing, and that made me do the. He like opens and closes his hand, and like the Eldritch Blast sparks kind of, or whatever. I don't know. I just thought it was like a ray of light or some shit. I don't know. Lights up and goes. Let me do the thing, and then. I got bored of. They yelled at me for practicing too much.
You
And then
found
they kicked me out.
thing?
What do you mean?
Well, like I'm not like into your type of magic very often as well, but at least I've heard a few things. I thought to get your type of powers, you had to sign a contract of sorts.
Right. So found out if you weren't here for the previous, but right after the tournament, before the whole, world-shaking bird meeting
I
between
know who
every
you work
deity.
for. I just
Oh,
wonder.
see, I didn't know until about 10 minutes before we started.
How did you manage to do
Good
that?
fucking question. I don't know. I found a book, read the thing, did what it told me, and then I could shoot cool fucking lights and kill people. It's a little careless, but you know what I mean.
Spoken like a true warlock. Congratulations. I'm not convinced that's a good thing, but I mean, you can pretend it is.
Would you take it back?
Pardon?
If you ever had the opportunity, would you take it back? What I'm asking, like, is, do you like working for Dark God?
Well, considering I didn't know for this fucking long, and he hadn't really asked me for anything, I don't think it was that terrible.
Keyword that you didn't put there yet.
You just gave Brody an idea.
He rolled
No. If you think it took Brody this long to think of this, you severely
It's Brody to
underestimate.
pick my patron when I
Brody's
had him
talking
join,
in the third.
and Brody knew what was up. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked his. He didn't even know his patron. I gotta pick that shit. You know how
Yeah,
close I was to making
it's
it
just
take
Brody
the
picked
list?
me.
I thought that would have been fucking hilarious.
That'd have been hysterical.
Alright,
Anyway.
I've never heard of a story of anybody just stumbling upon this. Like, did at any point while you were doing what the book said, did you think, I don't know, I should read the title?
Wait, hadn't he cover? Or no, front
It was
cover.
a weird cover. It was like it was bound in like human skin or something. Never saw anything like it.
It was in. There was some words I couldn't read on it.
Yeah.
I wasn't really that old either. I was
He couldn't speak.
young and
Infernal. Leave him
impulsive.
alone.
I can now though.
Would you, though? Like, would you like to still keep your powers and all that? Or
I made a lot of good money, and I've met some decent people.
yeah, but what if your god asks for you to kill some decent?
Or do I know they're decent to me in particular, or?
In this scenario, yes.
I think I'd have a problem, especially considering he like hooks a thumb over his shoulder at Aaron and goes, I think he might he like drags a thumb across his throat. Me first. Should anything suspicious like that happen? He said as much at least, so at least I know it's coming.
I never said that.
Yeah, wait,
You
what
did?
do you?
You did say that. You're like, but if you start, we're gonna have a problem. It was really funny.
Okay. What do you want to ask me?
Huh?
Welcome
Yeah,
to the Dr. Phil show.
Yeah, like what? Do you want to talk? Like, do you want to know anything about me? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to like really understand you.
Oh, you're doing that. What you call it?
An
Socialization, right? My bad.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I just want to make friends.
Teleportation. If you pick anything else, you're dumb.
Matter manipulation, dumbass.
Time manipulation.
What? That's.
Well,
There's a lot.
is he gonna-
There's got to be a lot of caveat to that one.
You gonna ask me any questions, or are we gonna leave it up?
I feel a bit weird, Brian. Your family's beautiful, and
Oh man, he's still trying to get in there, though.
This is not him like making a jab at Mia. Like he has a wife and kids, and their kids and his wife and kid run like a successful business, and like they're like talking about sending them to school and shit. Pretty nice for someone who's now technically enslaved to an evil god.
Wait, what?
What? Which part?
Did you say Jor is enslaved by any people?
No. No, I said his situation looks pretty nice to
Oh,
someone who
two.
is.
Yeah.
And
while this is going on, I'm trying to add like actual NATO symbols to my library, and it's like it's not being too terribly cooperative for me.
I'm trying to like think of a way to like get like some character development in this. You're giving me nothing here, bro.
So you don't have anything prepared, it's fine. You just do what I do. Yes, and it.
That's advancing this conversation.
I apologize. I am not good about talking about myself. I also don't know you well enough to really dig into you. If you pardon the potential innuendo there.
Why'd you even point that out? That's not even like an innuendo.
It wasn't an. That's just basically a cheap. That's just a longer way of saying it. That's what she said joke.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I take a large swig from my ale.
I apologize. I don't mean to come off rude. No,
you're good.
Are y'all talking?
Jor's treating you like you're an NPC in Skyrim, where he walks up to you and like clicks through all the available dialogue.
Every single thing you possibly can. Accidentally clicks on one thing twice, and he has to skip through it really quickly. I already heard this conversation thread. Dang it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is Aaron like 5 feet away? Watching this interaction.
Okay. Good progress today. We'll talk later. And I walk away.
He like turns to look at Aaron and then looks back like okay.
Just so.
Oh, hang on. Wisher uploaded a video.
Oh god.
He's got the mass disconnect one, but then there's the actual highlights. Keep going. I'm just announcing. Something you should already know because he added Rough Riders.
Fucking bug in my room.
Okay.
Well, Morvir doesn't cry just because he lacks the emotional capability.
Right. You guys are
not just he's tough or anything.
Joseph gives you a pat on the back and goes, "Me too."
And Morvir raises his ale glass.
What's that? Oh, ale. Halgor used to drink that. And like he's like still smiling, but
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you.
And Morvir like he like raises his brow and goes, I. He doesn't know what to say.
Whenever Joseph mentions Halgor, I just imagine that song plays, just like immediate cuts and zooms into his face as he smiles.
It grayscales.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like still smiling, just staring off in the distance with a vacant look in his eyes.
Like a deep fried meme. It zooms in. And
I'm watching a video of this bear get hit in the balls.
That's such a good one.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything? I try.
Yeah. So you guys are tasked with heading back to Aquilon, or sorry, Scalase.
I rewounded to watch it again. Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay. Right. So while we trying to escalate, can I get all my lieutenants in one room and have a chat with them?
Yeah, sure, definitely. You can have a leader meeting.
Right. First of all, I want to congratulate you and WC, all your men, for a brilliant job done. However, there's been some developments. We've lost the 6th section, so the 2nd auxiliary. I assume well, we all were aware they were basically mercenaries, and anything that they didn't like, we couldn't really keep them. We're going to try to go to high command and get another unit of support. Anyway, we've lost 7 men during Landy attack. I want all of their names, and please, well, I'm guessing we recovered all the bodies as well, right? We have
Yes,
them on,
definitely. All the bodies were recovered. They are in plain wooden caskets and stacked.
Where is Cornell? Or Andrew?
I'll be in one of the rooms.
Yeah, I assume like you're using like a quick, like a briefing, a map room, or like you're just in like some place where you can close the door, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I want to get a bonus to their families as well, so it's their caskets, so they can.
I still see your shot.
Bury them, well, have their families buried, and anybody that doesn't have one will have a proper military burial. Other than that, with the loot that has been, gathered from the village, I want to make sure that 60% goes to the Empire as fund to rebuild the village, and the rest 40 will go split between different sections, as well as I will have, some of my own money as a fund for a bonus to whoever you think did the best in your section. I'll give them a little bonus too. That's all. If you guys have anything, well, if you lieutenants have anything for me, please say now.
They kind of look around and go. They all kind of look at Lieutenant Copperfield, who like grunts and goes, "Sir, just morale's kind of low. I mean,
Cornell
no one
hits him
feels
with
good
that
about what
okay.
happened out there." Well,
His name's not Cornell.
Cooper speaks up. Well, if I'm speaking frankly, sir, shit, some of the men ain't, well, not sleeping well. Shit, honestly, sir, speaking frankly, shit's fucked. They're,
Shit.
I mean,
Dang it.
that was a
Now we have.
tough ass. Well, it wasn't even a tough ass fight. It's just, sir, those were people. They were civilians, and we had to slaughter them. And I'm not saying we shouldn't have, we had to, but I mean, at the same time, it's tough, sir.
Understandably, sir. I'll make sure to have a briefing before we arrive at Skalai with all the men on board the top deck. Try to figure this out. Get them on the better terms with what we did. Ensure that they see the bigger picture. Obviously, we can't expect everybody to be okay with it straight away, but everybody needs to understand why we did it. And anybody that has a problem with it, well, I need to speak with the Lord about what he wants us to do next. If we are still to remain garrisoned and training, I'll rotate those people that, have a problem with this for someone else. I don't feel we should, force anybody to stay in their duty. They'll be honorably discharged as they do so. But that is still to determine for now. We'll just get a briefing done in 24 hours top deck.
They all nod to you and go back to their men, to their sections.
I will try to find Aaron and all of the group from the company. Try to see if I can get them to help me with this speech, basically. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking for Aaron because I know he's the one that knows the most. And yeah.
And you want to call him boss?
Now I was thinking about not Kisandra but
Kishara.
Kishara, yeah, and Kishara because obviously I am also aware that he was part of this order. And they must know how to deal with it.
Sorry, where are you going? Talking to Kishara?
So Kishara or Aaron, one of them, to figure out how well, obviously because they had men on their employ as well. How do they deal with having second parties be aware of slaughtering basically civilian?
Yeah.
I, as a captain, to that point, obviously it's been either a training rotation or protecting some great fun.
So, like,
I don't
do you care which one you go and talk to, or is it just random, or?
Well, I'm not aware about any other Kishawa's flashbacks, or at least I haven't been present for that. So for me, it doesn't matter for the character.
Okay, roll a d2. 1, it'll be Kishara. 2, it'll be Aaron.
I still see your
Sorry,
shadows
I
in
just my mic again. Right.
God, I hope Joseph says some more unintentional sad shit.
You find Aaron.
Right. I'm guessing he's outside, right? That's where he was.
Well, ask him.
Naz,
would Aaron be outside?
Yeah.
I'm in Paprika. I need to speak to you.
What about?
In about 24 hours, I'll be seeing my company up top this ship's deck. As I'm aware, and all my lieutenants are aware, the morale is very low. For an obvious reason, you just slaughtered an entire village and you finished them off. I'm guessing you have.
Thank you for reminding me.
You know, it's crazy how they think we just it's like we rolled up into like Times Square and just gunned down civilians. It wasn't like that. They were fighting back, bro.
Yeah,
No,
it's almost like most some mass shooting victims will fight back. Maybe it's like,
what do you? They ambushed us. What do you mean?
All right.
I don't know.
As much as I have authority and goodwill and respect from those people, I'm sure most of them are aware of who you were and who you basically are. I want your help in showing that they are aware.
Are they veterans?
Do they know?
Some of them are, but I'm guessing the word has already spread around. Like, I'm guessing my lieutenants would know, and they would, basically, the rumor would spread around.
How old your lieutenants are. All this shit happened like 30 plus years ago. Okay, so what do you want?
Well, if not, then we can make them aware of your previous position. I want to ensure that they are aware. Basically, they saved the Empire. I need to raise morale and basically need to make them aware that they didn't commit any crime, although they may feel guilty. In the end, they committed good and not evil. And they saved the Empire at the end of the day.
What do you want me to do about that?
I want you to explain to them just that. And that all of those people were brainwashed. And all of those people didn't have souls. And they basically didn't saw Empire citizens, but, soulless husks chained to fight them.
I mean, that's not really my job. It's your job. I told you. They're not my men.
Yeah, but for them, I'm not authority on this. I'm a captain of trade.
Yeah, you're their boss. You tell them, or you get your duke to tell them. It's not my problem.
It clearly is.
How?
Yo, you are asking the wrong person.
But okay, I'm
That's
just
crazy, bro. You got to dig up your past in front of these 100-something people, please.
I'm asking for a favor here. I want someone who knows what they're talking about to detail
No, dude.
why.
You think he's gonna?
Nobody's gonna back you on this. We're not playing.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, makes sense to me.
I mean,
I'm dying from like I don't want to talk about my past. Just like I've done some horrible shit, and
yeah, but they've done
it's
some
what's
horrible
happening
shit,
again. I'll
and he
handle
can
it.
clearly, deal with better than like 120 people of my company can. I'm just asking, how does he do it, and can he help my men do it? Because this is my first meeting with this as well.
How do I do it?
Out of character.
How do I do
Out
it?
of character.
out of character. You kind of know the stakes. You came into an otherworldly dimension that those people summoned, where they attempted to talk to a gigantic monstrosity aberration to come help their cause and kill us. Like, it was a being of to be feared that lives on the astral plane and would have literally laid waste to us. And plus, that wasn't even their first option. They were trying to do something worse. But since we got the second string, we were able to convince it not to fuck us up.
Yeah, but I mean, my character would be very aware of those, but wouldn't understand those, the situation, right? It would just see it.
We've never
Out of
seen
character, it sounds to me like your character needs to take the WLC because it's really not my issue. The leadership of your men is not my problem.
I know.
Throw that NCO under the bus. Other
Just do
NCO.
it.
I'm not an NCO.
Yeah, Aaron does what he has to do, and what he needed to do was
I'm a dude
pass
who
those people
That's
on.
not saying you're not an
Channel.
MPO with a couple tag will not change that you're a couple, dude.
Yeah,
So,
just ask him more. Morveer's good at these talks, you know. You've already asked him once. Let him do the debrief.
I'm
Fuck.
willing to bet he's not going to do that again.
Nah, I'm not going.
No,
to.
let him do it. Let him do it because nobody listened to Morveer's brief, so let us have a second chance and listen to his debrief.
I don't think he even went through the BAMSIS process, honestly.
Oh my god.
Continue.
Alright,
Okay.
if I have help, no help of you, I'll manage myself.
So we'll
That's
say,
the fucking workshop.
unless someone else wants to say anything, we can just fast forward to the next day when we have that speech. Because, like, this is just, like, you guys are traveling through the air, like, you, every now and then you'll look out and you'll see, like, a band of, like, goblins or something, like, trailing behind a buffalo, like, going to hunt it. But it's like,
Can I take pot shots at him with my Eldritch Blast, by the way? Just for
Oh
fun?
my god.
yeah, sure, you can. And, like, as you do, like, if the first one hits, like, you'll kill one instantly and they'll, like, scatter and shit. You're basically doing the Buffalo Bill thing, where, like, you just shoot at shit out the side of a train.
Yes.
For no reason other than to shoot shit.
Well, yes. That's exactly.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So if that's the case, then we can fast forward to the next day, and, you know, night passes and the morning follows the next day. Captain Andraith, your men eventually assemble themselves on the deck.
Can we not have like a scene before that? I have literally thought of fucking nothing. So, yeah.
He's like holding his head. He goes, "What the fuck do I tell these guys? We
I mean,
never fought like enemies."
And in the end, my character just struggled with, like, you know, allowing not, well, basically not getting all those civilians back to the city, and that was like a very hard decision for him, yeah.
I don't even
Now they
remember.
have to
What
basically tell the exact same thing. To,
Oh,
entire
yeah,
company.
okay.
That's
That's
not even
fair.
sure he's leaving, so.
Jorah,
Yeah.
This is what
Joseph
happens when you
walks
don't
up to you and
negotiate with Aaron.
you know a lot about feelings, because you always talk about them.
You
Yeah.
little bitch.
Fuck
Okay.
you.
I'm
As you can
kidding.
see there, I went through several
Kidding.
different types of emotions.
Kidding.
So,
And you're just standing there, bitch. Just
I'm-
oh shit. Okay.
stuff happens to me, and I think differently sometimes, right? Like, that's just the thing that happens ever since I became sentient. And I've been trying to learn more and more, and stuff, I think it's emotion, it's feeling, I'm just different.
Stuff.
It's not a basic need of survival,
Hello?
nor is it like a higher cognitive function of my own. It's in the middle.
Ready?
It's out of my control.
Yellow.
What?
We hear you.
Can you not hear him?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. You cut off at stuff for me.
Stuff.
You
When
have to
did
be
he
way more specific than that.
Yeah, that's all I really
He
got.
said something about stuff? Oh,
That was literally the word.
Joseph, that's all he
You just
says.
said it sometimes.
Sometimes, you know, I feel things, I think is what it is. Because it's not a cognitive function of mine, nor is it a basic instinct of survival. It's out of my control, And it affects the way I think and the way I act. And sometimes, especially in battle, it helps. But other times, it doesn't. Like, I don't want to smile all the time. And I do, because it's a good thing. Smiling is good. I remember that. But I don't want to. Does that make sense?
Smile.
I was waiting for you to just. I was waiting for a good pause. I still see shadows.
Okay,
And Morver's like attempting to stumble by, a little hungover because he found where the ale was kept.
you don't want to feel things?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
That's not
I
what
don't
he
want to
said.
smile all the time. It's like
Right,
you're not listening to me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't misconstrue the whole situation.
He's like slumped against the wall with another. He's trying to tear the dog. This ale just listening to this conversation.
When do you not? Sorry. You don't want to smile?
Out of character, he's talking about sadness and he doesn't understand what it is.
Because last time we talked, you literally last time we spoke about this, you said smiling's a good thing. So now he's been forcing himself to smile like a fucking animal. You mom.
I didn't think it like that, right?
No, I know you didn't. Yes, my beard gets thicker.
Okay.
Useless.
It's a new day.
It's not a cumulative thicker.
Yes, it is. It does say that. It is. It says visibly thicker.
No, but it's not cumulative. It doesn't get thicker every day. It's just thicker than normal.
Okay.
It's not thicker each day. It's just thicker than normal for you.
Wouldn't it be thicker each day? Because if it gets
says
thicker than
every
what
day.
it already was, it would
It
be
literally
getting
says
thicker.
every day.
Unless you touch it.
Yeah.
All
but
right,
hold on.
back to the emotional
Yeah,
robot.
Hey,
Never
hey, John.
mind
John, hey, John.
Never mind
Visit
Morbius'
figures we already
fucking beard.
His
Plot
chin
points,
boobs.
plot points, plot points.
No,
A
it's actually
beard?
weird. Yeah.
I think that's actually good. It shows that you're beginning to understand feelings. It might be a little hard to understand it at first, but what you're feeling now is maybe remorse or sadness. Do you know what those mean?
Well, I know it's not
Hello?
happy. That's all I know.
It's quite. No.
What is sadness? Explain
Do
it
what you
like
feel
I'm
without
five.
fucking getting us killed or something, boy. He stumbles away up to the top deck.
What? Sadness is. How do you say it? It's.
Right for these wings, boys.
It's when you feel loss over something, or when something. Like, it was something that you felt connected to disappears. Remorse is more like it's your regrets. You taking something and you realize that you regret what you did. That's remorse.
So,
Do you understand?
you would say I'm sad that Hal Gore's gone.
Yes.
Oh. How are you supposed to act when you're sad?
Really, any way you feel. Some of us cry. Some of us act out. It's different.
Man, I wish Estrian was more forward with his emotions so he could get all up in this pit.
So, like, just whatever feels right?
Well, try to do what is actually right. Don't just go on some random tangent and murder everything in sight.
Okay. I think I understand you.
Feel better.
Hey, thank you
Like,
so much for
explain
helping
the
learn what
concept of right
sadness
and wrong,
is.
Glenn, please.
I'm so here. I don't know where I just.
Okay, sorry. Jorah, Joseph gives you a big hug. And it's awkward as hell because he's metal.
Okay. Okay.
Not because he doesn't know how to hug, but he's just metal.
And
Get
he
in there,
whispers
though.
in your ear.
Oh.
So, stay safe, okay?
I like to think he doesn't whisper.
And then he
He's like
does
shouting.
an incredible fucking
what the fuck?
backflip as he jumps off the side of the moving boat.
Oh my
What?
god, why did you tell him to do whatever?
I
Literally.
didn't mean it like that.
Joseph
Oh
is
my-
now plummeting to the earth after doing an incredible backflip. I rolled athletics to see how good the backflip was.
Yeah, fucker! And Warrior dives over the boat.
Wait, were we around this?
He had to
Well,
go
I'm
up
gonna say
there.
Joseph is going wee the entire way down. Because he's Joseph, so of course he is.
It's fine to do anything. Oh my god, you couldn't have chosen a poor.
What was that?
And Morvir has dived after him.
Okay.
I jump off the boat after him.
And Morvir has 2 methods of flight.
I just can't die from
Joseph
falls.
sees you guys coming and goes, "No, it's okay. I'm doing this because I'm sad."
Fucking listen to Jorah. Have you heard him trying to talk to his wife?
Etrin comes like looking down over the side of the boat, like following like along and just like looking over. He like comes up to Jorah and he turns to him. He's like, "What? Why did that happen? What did you tell him?
I told him what sadness is.
What? Do you
I hate you,
understand what
Jorah.
sadness is?
What?
Do you understand what sadness is?"
I think so. No, I've watched
You are
it
not
on twice.
Jorah, you are my friend, but let me just say, you are not the most eloquent with your words.
And Morvir casts fly on him and Naz and Joseph.
I don't
Yeah, why not just Joseph?
I literally I can't hit the ground hard enough to die. It won't
Yeah,
hurt.
but can you get back up to the
Yeah,
boat?
can you get back up on the fucking skyboat?
We'll just turn
Well,
around.
I'm assuming they're gonna come down and get Joseph's body.
I.
You'd be better off.
one of the-
You're
3 targets, my guy. So
your goal is to make sure he doesn't hit the ground.
One of the
Yeah,
crewmen
I
comes
will.
up and goes, "You know, I'm used to saying man overboard, but well, 1, I don't know what the hell I could do about this, and 2, is he a man? Like the robot guy."
Morvir casts fly on all 3
he
of
was
them.
on his way.
Naz is
I'd like to
arguing.
believe.
It goes to catch Joseph because yes, presumably Joseph has not flown yet.
Oh no, Joseph has never flown, but he's like
Right.
he's like slowing down and going, "Oh, this is fun," but
And Morvir
not
knows
what I
what he's
intended.
doing and tries to grab him and pull him back to the boat.
Oh, hi friend, where we going?
Right, we're going back up. We're gonna have a sit down with people who can actually fucking talk to people. I think.
Oh,
Wait.
okay. And like he just
Okay.
kind of like flies up with you.
Okay. He looks at Aaron and shrugs, and gently pulls Aaron up with him, or whatever. I don't know.
No, Aaron's gonna chill flying around for a little while. Fuck
Oh.
that.
He gives him a thumbs up. Right. Don't it only lasts for like 10 minutes. Don't fucking die, will you?
Yeah.
Okay, so he pulls Joseph back on the boat. And now I burned one of my 2 spell slots for the day.
You get him back on a short rest, baby.
You act like it's not important to save the lives of your fellow.
I mean,
When did I say it's not
got
important?
them, and then you guys could have flown, down to us and picked us up. But it's okay. Burn your spell slot.
Yep. But if he doesn't die, I don't know, he could easily die from that far, I think.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
but I can levitate. I could literally cast levitate on his ass, and you wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
You didn't do that though.
Someone already jumped
No,
in.
because you just
Fun fact.
He acted first with what he could do.
It more it just reacted here because he's another frontliner, okay?
That's fine.
Jump off
I'm
the
just,
fucking boat.
Hey,
Because you said do what feels right.
hang on.
Not that.
You said literally that, and my character
I said
drunkenly
don't
yelled,
be stupid too.
"Teach him right from wrong," and you laughed, and then he jumped off the fucking boat. So he brings Joseph back up.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Fun fact: rules as written, Joseph, like, literally could not have been killed by that fall.
How come?
Maximum fall damage in 5e is 20d6. Joseph
Why
has
would there be a max?
I don't know.
Terminal
It's
velocity.
terminal velocity or something. But Joseph has a maximum hit point level of 160. So he would have literally just hit the ground, burrowed in, got up really fucking hurt, and went, ow! Let's not
I
do
don't think that makes sense.
No, it
Right.
doesn't.
From a Halo jump perspective, I don't think it makes sense.
I hate it.
What is he, Master Chief?
I want you to know, like, I'm not doing it that way. I'm gonna, like, that's just so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they intended for somebody to jump off a goddamn flying boat and anticipate living.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna, if any of you jump off a boat like that, I'm not gonna roll damage, I'm gonna say you splat and die.
So, he's like dragging Joseph by the arm, like the upper arm. But presumably he's not that heavy because he just fly.
No, Joseph, you don't even have to drag Joseph. Joseph's just following you.
Oh, okay. Well, he's doing it like comp for comp. Well, nah, that's not true.
Oh,
It
hang
wouldn't
on.
be
I
that
have
comp.
to.
He tried to kill himself.
I have
It's
to
not
go
that
downstairs real quick.
Okay.
I gotta go help real quick. I'll be right back.
I didn't
You guys
think he
think of
tried
how
to
you're gonna
kill
explain
himself.
emotions to this guy.
Dan, be ready to help me.
I mean, you can. Etrine's been around the block a while. I mean,
That's it. Mortier has a sense of self. It's not great at emotions, but has a sense of self-preservation. So, don't you die. Don't get us killed. And you stay with us. I guess that'd be pretty much all he would be, and be like, you're gonna have to help with the rest of this.
Fucking, I didn't think he'd just try to shoot, like, fucking jump.
You didn't teach him right from wrong, you mongoloid.
I
You like
talked
to
to
do
him
what's
about
right.
right wrong before.
He's literally
When
never
you're
felt
sad,
emotions
just
that
do whatever the
intense
fuck you
You
want.
guys are not good with public.
I previously talked about him to, like, preserve his life
He's
before.
literally never felt an emotion that intense before because he's fucking felt it twice. What?
Now you also have to explain this to fucking Andrath because he just saw the robot leap off the boat after talking to
We
the
can just
guy.
be like he does
turn
that.
the other guy's arms
Yeah,
into
that's right.
snakes.
Just eyes rolled so far.
Jorah must look like a total
white.
fucking psychopath.
He does. We saw him try to explain his kid died to his wife, right? How long?
Mm-hmm. No,
And
none of you guys actually
comparatively-
saw that.
9. Well,
Comparatively,
we watched you
Aaron
drag her
is
away,
all
and then
he's
you were
done
up there for
is win
how
the
long?
misery of others.
And then your wife yelled out the window, "Is Mia hot now?" We can have it. We have a window
You
here.
don't know how
About how long-
conversations work here, right? You guys didn't know how at all. Alright, fuck off.
It took
You
me like
still
20
look like a
minutes.
psychopath.
Yeah, it took you
You
20 minutes.
made the child robot commit suicide. You've
I
been
didn't do
stalking
it
the,
intentionally.
you've been stalking the only woman left in the group.
What? No?
Well, Mia isn't with us. She's on the regular boat.
Stalking Kishara.
You've been stalking Kishara.
Not even like trying to talk to her, just following her from like 10 feet behind with
Yeah.
like extra hip play. Like
And-
too much hip
and-
play as he's following her.
And Cosmo saw you turn Martin's arms into snakes over a volleyball game. So
Kept
really, you look
Cosmo.
like a fucking psychopath.
It's because, yeah, the person who killed 150 people and the person who then, a different person who then burned it down are calling you a psychopath.
I'm back, by the way, but please continue this conversation.
In no way is Kurt acting like a psychopath. He's just been really bad.
He's just retarded.
I mean, yes, but we don't know how
I talked
Andrath
to him
is
about
actually.
self-preservation before.
We don't know how he's viewing this to him. He doesn't know anything about you other than you turn people into snakes and make them suicidal.
Right, so what do you think?
You're like a fucking dark look. You're like, kill yourself. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis alive?
Right, so he
No,
immediately
George's
finds
more
Ed-
like Jar Jar if Jar Jar was the Sith Lord. Let's be honest.
so he finds Etrin with Joseph and goes, right, so obviously we're cutting Jorah out of this conversation. Should we involve Kishara since she's
No, we're not going to cut Jorah out of the conversation because
That's
he
right.
also needs to know
He also
what he said was wrong.
Morven's like caught between laughing and like, this is a serious problem, but I'm very uncomfortable, so I laugh because I don't know what else to do.
I didn't think he'd just jump off the
Dora, you
boat.
fucker, get over here!
Okay, come on over here.
All right, Joseph. So, what exactly did he say that possessed you to jump overboard?
I asked him.
Please explain this
He
decision.
told me what I was feeling was sad, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked him how I should act, because smiling doesn't feel right when I'm sad. And he said I should just do what comes naturally. So I thought, what do I want to do right now? And then I did it.
A long time ago.
Okay. It's
So-
not always good to act out of raw emotion. Because honestly, that will more often than not lead to more pain and issues. Now, Dora is right that you were feeling sadness. It makes you weak, and it can have just as much pain as physical, sometimes even more. What's important about sadness is that it tells you that something important to you has been affected in some way that upsets you. And when this happens, you should accept that you're sad. Know that you're sad. Don't deny it. Don't hide it. You should communicate it with those around you.
Maybe hide it a little. Or at least don't express it like how you just...
Etrian shoots a glare at Amorvir.
Okay.
I'm agree with everything else you say.
I am sad. And he's saying this like as he's still currently smiling at you guys.
You don't I always have to smile, boy. It's kind of creepy, actually, when you smile all the time.
Honestly,
His
it's
smile
best to
just
accept.
fades to a neutral expression.
There you go.
Don't
say it like that.
What part? Right, so you don't always have to express yourself. You don't have to. It's not required.
Okay. No, Morvia, I'm going to. I really think you should take a step back, buddy.
Please listen to Etrian. And he bows and steps back and then goes, look, he goes, I'm gonna go make sure that Aaron doesn't any fucking die.
Your sadness feeling, the feeling of sadness tells you that you need to take time to grieve. Something has affected you wholeheartedly, and you need to accept that, think about it for as long as you need, and consoling those around you who will support you, your friends. You could consider us your family. We've known you for quite a long while. Talk to us about what you're feeling, and we can talk through it together. You have to trust your sadness, embrace it, and then with the help of those close to you, you can then eventually move on. The pain may never fully subside, but things will get better.
He nods and like he looks like he's thinking of something. And he eventually goes, Halgor. Well, I was gonna say he was a dirtbag, but that's not entirely true. I mean,
Not even genocidal maniac being fully all the bad.
well, but he's done lots of bad, and he's tried to do good. He thought he was doing good, and that's good. But it was wrong, and he was hurting a lot of people. But now he's gone, so that should be good. It's a good thing that happened. I should feel happy about that. But I'm still sad.
Nothing dictates how you should feel. You will feel some way, and you will have to accept it. There's no right way to feel. There's no right way to be sad. But definitely, don't put yourself in harm's way in order to cope. Digging it out. Let yourself be vulnerable and work through it. Those around. Now, Halgor was not a perfect man. Far from it. But yes, he did have good intentions. And honestly, near the end, I think we could say that obviously he was trying to change himself. He was trying to do better, and he was trying to right the wrongs that he did. Traveling in the Underdark probably was an honest experience for him. And he even became friendly with Valjean. And who would have thought that would have been possible?
Morbius has satisfied himself that Naz isn't going to fall to his death and is now spectating. Just watching. Even though Naz specified in character that he knows what's up, but like, Morbius had one person jump off the ship today. He doesn't need sick.
Joseph considers this and goes, "Okay, I'm gonna go think about this." So I'm gonna go below deck. If you guys don't need me up here, I'm gonna go think about this.
Petrin will put a hand on Joseph's shoulder and he'll say, "Of course, if you need time alone, that's perfectly fine. But just know that we'll be up here, and we're only a short call away."
He nods and says, "Thank you. I'm gonna go now."
Breathe. Aaron, he doesn't breathe.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
It
doesn't matter.
He's dangling from a new below deck. Like, wait,
hi.
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 I'm gonna do this more often. This is like very space efficient.
It's like that. It's like
That
that
was
short
kind of
video.
my point.
It's like the
He
short
doesn't
video
know.
of the kids, the Sky Zone, and there's that like little the zip line kind of thing that they harness themselves into, and then they just make their body go limp. and everyone was using it to make the Kim Jong Un is dead joke, and just like them North Korea bringing out Kim Jong Un to show that he's still alive, and it's just swinging all over the goddamn place.
No, I was thinking of the scene from like the SpongeBob movie where he's dangling from the ceiling of the Krusty Krab.
And Morbius just like nods his head. He goes, significantly better. He looks at Jordan and goes, "Maybe you should learn from him. Get a little emotional tutoring or something."
All right,
Actually, I want you to add a D4 to your emotional intelligence.
You tried to, Amorvia, I'm going to be honest, you tried to cut in there with a lot of sus things that went against the overall message. So you are no better. So do
I
not.
never said I was fucking better. I said I was not bad. He
No
put
need.
the door up.
No need.
I said, Gunny, kill yourself. I think that makes me already better.
Well, hindsight is 20/20, so we can't award you points.
I'll fucking take it. The intent, though. And he like walks away like he's all proud of himself. Also, it's why I picked you instead.
Okay. Okay. That scene's done. Kenneth, was that enough time?
Oh, that's right. We were doing a thing.
He's over there shaking. He's like, I don't know.
If you need more time, I could have Aaron ask what the fuck just happened.
I'm gonna shit my.
Any bad. It's already like paragraph, so I don't want to be any longer than that. It will take some time, and I can't really beat that.
Pretty.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Make me a con save.
Okay. Okay. Please fail, please fail, please fail. Wow.
Oh, wow.
You have +3 to your con?
Holy
shit.
A pirate was
I don't know.
drinking with you, and you put him underneath the table.
Right.
I kind of want to drink more at that point. He's a little, I feel...
You're exactly as drunk as
the
you
shakes.
intended to be.
I got the shakes, alright?
Okay. Alright, let's, as the ship is moving on, you're edging your way closer to
We're
Scalé with every passing moment. The crew has gone below deck to allow the company room to assemble on the deck on the ship's surface. You look at the sections ahead of you; they're arranged in the same columns as they were before, but there's several empty spots, and the entire second auxilia is just gone. But they were at the back of the list of the group, so it doesn't even you don't even notice they're gone actually.
I miss anything important?
Never liked them anyway.
Okay, what happened? What happened? What
He
happened?
doesn't like his boys. That's what we missed.
I'm joking.
He's not.
I mean, you guys can be there if you want to, but you don't have to.
Oh, Etrian will go anywhere.
Yeah, Aaron kind of wants to see what happens since he was attempted to be like.
Wait, are we
forced
still
into
like on
fucking
the boat?
dressing
Who's he
people.
talking?
Yeah, what's.
He's talking like they're assembled on like the main deck of the ship, and that's where he's talking.
How many people are on that
Adventures
ship?
assemble.
I mean,
Wait,
so,
is the entire force on the ship?
yeah, it's like I said, it's extremely packed and uncomfortable.
I mean, bear in mind, like we've just lost a section of 20, well, 15
Yeah.
guys. So it's
Some space is opened up. Okie dokie.
Yeah. Right. So,
Yeah, it's the dickfish.
let me start. I can't. Anyway, this mission was nothing like we ever dealt with, and no other company of the Empire has dealt with something like this for the longest time. You are right to be confused, distraught, guilty, and angry about what was asked of us. But know this: yesterday we have saved the Empire, and the Empire now stands and will stand because of you, just like it does because of the heroes of the old war. You have done your job as the guardian of the Empire and all of its people. I understand this may not seem like it after a victory over some aggressive peasants, but those were mere puppeted husks, soulless automaton bodies tasked with our destruction. You saw their eyes, chained by the old ones, driven by their desire to end this realm. They were not the civilians you were meant to protect. They weren't and haven't been for at least a month, no matter how they seemed to you when you fought them. The old ones were mere myths days ago to you, but now we know the threat to our existence is as present as ever, and for that you can consider yourself to be one of the few. Us, the proud Silken soldiers, have now proved ourselves to be able to protect the Empire from all its foes, and take pride in that. Look at the brothers beside you and thank them for watching your back in the fight, and be there for them. We will struggle with this action together, but we can bear it on our shoulders. Sorry, that was different. Watching your back in the fight and be there for them. We will struggle with this action, but together we can bear this weight on our shoulders. This brother bond that ties us together in something that the old ones will never understand. To that, we have lost 7 of us. Their names, and obviously I don't know the names, but like I would at this point slowly mutter their names in silence, as in out of respect. And then go on to, we have completed our task and are now on the way back to Skalai. There we will be given new orders. I, myself, am certain that after proving ourselves in Blandy, will be given the mantle of further guarding the Empire from these hidden foes, and I know you all did not sign up for that. Bloody heck, the last thing we did was a training rotation. But I do believe in you all, that this is all, but I do believe in all of you that this is our true calling. Stand with me in this protection of stand with me in the protection of every mother, every son, and every unborn child. They are trusting you, and take heart. Look around you. You will not be fighting this alone. We will face our enemy together, and together we might just well defeat them. And that's it.
I'm gonna give you an automatic success on that one. You put a lot of effort in that. I'm gonna give you an automatic 20. Your troop like bursts into like cheers, and like it's a very raucous occasion all of a sudden. Like great fucking speech and a great that's exactly what they even needed to hear too.
Inspiration.
Yeah, right. Thanks. Take inspiration.
Do I get inspiration for my sadness? My sadness?
Fuck it. If everyone, this has been a good roleplay session. If you don't have inspiration, take it.
So what's
I'll take it.
Because I actually genuinely don't know.
So if you look on your character sheet,
Yes.
Below your character's name, there's a little thing that says inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Click that, and a little symbol will appear to let you know you have inspiration.
Okay.
The way inspiration works is it's my gift to you for good role playing. And like if you do something clever or like something very heartfelt or emotional, I will give you inspiration if I remember I can.
Sounds good.
And the way it works is you can say I like to use inspiration on this, and you will get advantage on that roll.
Sick.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt now. This is gonna suck now. You guys pull into Scalais. The ship lands. There are.
You'll hear that? He's gonna fuck our days up. God dang it, bro.
There are no crowds to greet
Maybe
you.
we'll fight.
Do you guys just immediately go talk to like the commander, or like Kenneth? Are you gonna follow them, or are you gonna go to like your own CO and like get settled back in and debrief?
And you insight to see that this is weird. Do we see people?
The people are just going about their everyday business.
Okay.
I assume all the players except Kennet are going to the commander first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Kennet, I'm gonna be an ass. I need you to drop a channel.
Okay.
I'll come down and let you know when it's good to come back. All right, Slick. You guys go to the commander. You go to the teleportation circle. Think you're gonna have to go through one to get to Sternlight to go meet him. He is waiting in the lobby for you guys. He goes, all right, I need you guys to shut up and listen up. You just were in Blandy, right?
That is correct.
And you were there with like a fucking company, right? A whole company of fucking soldiers, right?
Yes.
Yes, the Silken
whatever the fuck. I don't care. Listen. They are all about to be dishonorably discharged. I have this letter from the Emperor himself, and he holds up a letter that has like the Imperial seal on it. I need you to give this to whoever was leading that ragtag bunch of shitters and tell him to open it when shit gets real, okay? Do you understand me?
Understood.
Okay, he gives it to you. I gotta go. Get the fuck going. Quick. And then he disappears.
Nice to see you, boss.
Shut the fuck up! And he, like, jumps through a teleportation circle. Come on back, dog.
Are you new?
Okay.
Never say more than you need.
Kenneth.
We don't have time.
Doesn't establish that one.
Kenneth. Are you guys gonna try to catch Kenneth before he reaches his barracks?
Probably,
Yeah.
Okay. Go through that interaction.
What a bunch of snitches.
So I'm ahead of, like, in the front of my column of about goods.
Like, people are looking at you guys, but, like, there's no, like, returning parade for you guys. Like, no, there's no, like, celebration or anything. Like, people just look and see you and go,
Don't make me do it.
Boy, Cat and Cosmo. Oh, you need to borrow you for a second.
Come over here.
I
need to get my men to the barracks and see the Lord.
Right, but get your arse over here. This is a little more important.
Imovia.
Promise. I wouldn't lie to you. You can deck me if it's not.
Just give him the fucking letter.
The letter? What's this about the letter?
No, wait.
God.
Were we giving him the letter, or was it? I forget the instructions already.
You.
Alright, let's get started. This seems to be important, but please don't waste my time.
Children.
Then you can tell him, yes,
Okay,
you know.
In that case, I'll drag him to the side while my company obviously keeps going. And I'll be like, okay, let's be quick about this. Obviously, this seems to be important. Go on.
And Mover looks at Dan and goes, "Do you want to tell him or should I? Because you're not gonna like how I tell him."
Do you listen to direction?
Apparently not.
God damn it, man.
Come on, I don't have the fucking time. Let's get this move on.
You're going to have more time than you. I'm not going to say any more than that. but we
Oh
will
my
travel
fucking
with
god,
you to the
this
barracks
is
for your
literally a
debrief.
waste of time. I will see you at the barracks if you have something to
I'm literally telling you,
God.
we will be with you at the barracks.
Okay, and at that point, I'll step off to
Wait.
follow my colleague.
Etrian slaps Morvir on the back of the head.
That's what we were supposed to tell him.
do you listen? You have to take words like at a very literal level.
Are we just not gonna get the letter?
Well, I mean,
No.
you were
When are
not
you-
told to tell him. You were told to, you know.
Give him the letter and
Yeah.
tell him what to
Thank
do.
Valjean,
That-
literally, please
Oh.
join the Scottish Sundry.
I mean, I am honestly considering lately.
Honorary member at the moment, but I swear
I mean,
to God, we need
I might, while we are in town, go sign that contract. It worked out very well for Mia, but I mean, it is what it is.
I did.
How
to
the
get
fuck?
a few more. To get a
So
few
why
more recruits.
why did we not just give him the letter?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was a
You're all
part of
like,
the instructions. Just give him the letter and tell him what he has to do.
then you don't listen.
Right, let's go. Morvir just marches off after Kennet, Cornell, Captain Cosmo. There, got there eventually.
Yep, just follow into the barracks.
Okay. Your troops stand at attention, waiting for you to dismiss them.
Alright, take time. You'll have 2 days leave. Dismiss.
There's a rowdy cheer at that, and they all start wandering off in groups of 3s or 4s, just going into town. 'Cause they need a fucking drink.
Yep. On my way.
Make me a perception check.
Perception.
At a 19, you turn away and you're about to walk into your CO's office at the HQ, but you notice as these men are passing through the barracks courtyard and about to go through the gate guards stop them and keep them inside.
I will immediately stop in my step and immediately approach the guards.
They stand at attention as you approach.
What seems to be the problem, soldier?
Uh,
Why are you not letting my men through?
Sorry, sir. I'm under orders from Major Hanover to not let anyone in your company out.
I'm guessing you're not giving any elaboration on those orders.
Absolutely none, sir.
Understandable. I'll look over to my men now. We're trying to leave, and then stay at the bikes for now. I'll get this sorted and go to the CO's office.
Do we
Actually,
notice that whole interaction?
Beside that point, can I see any of the guys? Any of the.
I'm literally following
Yeah, no,
Kennet.
they're
at this
following you
point.
around. They said as much.
I'm like a puppy that got yelled
Okay.
at, but it's still following.
Hey, Mavia, I'm guessing you had something to do with this. Oh, you know what's going on here.
This guy's got
I
some influence.
don't know if I like how you said that, but sort of. And also, I got yelled at last time I was. Actually, you know what? Please continue what you were doing. The back of your head still hurts.
You know, I did hear about a letter. What's this letter? I don't like to be out of the loop.
I don't either. I tried to bring you in.
You're hiding something from me, and I don't appreciate it.
He
I
points
just
directly
helped
at
you
you and he
out.
goes, I deny nothing. He's
Just
got
just
higher
to remind
wisdom
you
than me.
guys, your exact orders were give him this letter and tell him to open it when shit gets fucked.
That's exactly what I just said to do, and everybody's telling me I'm retarded.
You
I
were
said-
trying to get him. You were trying to get him to read it.
No, I was trying to tell you, give it to him, not open it.
And Morvik goes, looks at Valjean and says, give him the letter, and then we follow him, right? And then tell him to open it when, yeah.
Etrian will hand it over to him after his exchange with the guards.
He goes, don't you look at it, go do your thing, we'll follow you. Don't you worry.
After it's most likely suggested that you open it.
Open it.
Kennet, or
Marin?
Captain Andrew. As you take this letter, it has an imperial seal on it. This is a letter from the Emperor himself.
Right, my face immediately obviously goes stone cold and worried. I'll look out Etrian, and you say I opened this now?
Well, the exact words to us were, "You should open this when shit gets real."
Shit
This
gets
is,
real.
I would say this is not real quite yet. This is concerning.
But
this is concerning. I'm not to be an asshole and to dangle this in front of you, but we kind of know what this is about.
And we're
you
coming.
should
That's why we're
definitely
coming.
go talk to your CO.
All right, let's go on a field trip, boys.
Yep.
In that case, I go into my stand in front of my CO's office and ask for permission to.
The second like the receptionist sees you, he immediately like raps on the door behind him 3 times, and you hear like people moving around inside.
Etrian would like to
Got some
turn
sweet
into
bars.
a spider around
No.
a corner.
We're just following still. He's been told not to.
I don't think they're gonna allow you to just go in there.
No one's told him not to yet.
As you guys are walking in, he would have been like a teenager at the time. Like he would not have been in any sort of power at that time.
Who?
I'm responding to Naz. As you guys are like walking in, the receptionist stands up and goes, "Listen, I'm sorry. I'm only allowed. I'm just told that good old Captain Andrew here has to speak with the commander by himself."
Since Etrian already guessed this and went to a little corner to turn into a spider, can I just be on that ish?
Yes.
He's literally all clinging on Kennet's club.
Well, probably not that fast, but I'll.
Can I roll perception to notice if I do notice him changing to a spider?
You're already in the room. I don't think you're gonna see.
Oh, okay. So I've already like.
We got to
him.
stop,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
He like mimes yawning and throws Etrian through the door.
I'll
Why?
stand attention.
You
and,
throw me. You throw me at the door. I lose my 1 hit point and turn back into myself.
I don't think you can fall fast enough as the spider and you can injure yourself.
I'll very sharply, go into a salute and then Captain Andrea reporting.
Etrian will
crawl under that door.
As you enter the room, the receptionist closes the door behind you, and Etrian and Captain Andrews see your CO, Major Hanover, sitting at a desk, but behind him is Duke Marner himself, and on the other side is a man you don't recognize, wearing very simple clothes. They're standing behind the Admiral, and they're looking at you, and the Admiral, says, care to debrief me on what happened?
Of course, sir.
Roll me an insight
2
check.
days ago.
My bad. I can't mute my mic. My hands are all covered in wings.
Do I get an insight check?
No, because this is a very martial thing. With a 13, he didn't tell you to sit down.
Ooh, shite.
You're in trouble.
So I didn't sit down. I'll keep standing.
Yeah.
Still out of 10.
No. It's not that you sat down and he didn't invite you to that makes you in trouble. It's he didn't invite you to sit down at all, which means he's pissed.
Ah, okay. So I would notice that. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, in that case, I'll make sure obviously, I'm still standing in full attention mode. So about 2 days ago, we were given an order by Duke here to go help a mercenary company with clearing a town of Blandy from a threat. At that point, I have met up with this company. I've been given some more details and moved my company to assist them at Blandy. We've developed a plan, cleared the village, and then after dealing with what was present in our village, we have pulled back and returned here. I would say our mission was successful and we have completed it beautifully. So,
Admiral Hanover looks at you and nods and goes, "That's kind of interesting. Mr. W, could you please elucidate your debrief on the situation?" And the man wearing very simple clothes, standing to his left, says, "I was sent out to conduct a sweep of the area after the operation, gather any intelligence relating to the cults. The village was destroyed in its entirety. An earthquake appeared. Crags opened up underneath the city streets. The dock district was completely flooded. Buildings washed into the water. Dead villagers everywhere, just strewn about. It was a terrible thing to see. In one of the docks districts, my men found a building burned to ash, and we found human remains inside. It appears that they were stacked inside and then burned alive.
And Morpheus very thorough.
There were no survivors. The village has been completely wiped out.
And Morpheus like casually talking to the receptionist during all this, by the way.
Admiral Hanover looks at you and goes, "So, you can understand how I'm a little confused how you could call this a success."
Sir, unfortunately, the civilians in the village were hostile forces. They were, as I point at the person because I don't know who he is, I'll point at him kindly, says they were cultists taken away by the old ones and simple husks that were, well, their souls were overtaken by the old ones, and simply their husks of bodies were fought against us. I did not, have any say in terms of the earthquake or the flood of the city. I was aware of those, but I did not have the authority to I didn't say anything against them. And about the civilians, I tried to take them in, obviously capture them, but I was then soon made aware by a former member of the Order, or I don't know what the Order was called.
Blood Hunters.
But the Order of the Blood Hunters, that they were a lost cause and would needed to be. The merciful thing was to kill them right there, and
he raises his hand to stop you and goes,
decision.
"I want to make very clear that I heard you correctly, Captain. For now, did you just tell me you took the advice of an order that has been known to in the past commit terroristic acts against the Empire and their people, going so far as to kill entire villages, not unlike the way you just did, underneath the same rationale, the same fabrication?"
That's correct, sir. From the information I had, I took that decision, and that's what we did.
You roll me a persuasion check.
Oh.
You are a disgrace to everything the Empire holds dear. The Empire is weaker on your behalf. You have attacked the Empire, its citizens, and all that it stands for. You and every single man, woman, or child, anything you've come into contact with, has died. You are dead to the Empire. You are hereby dishonorably discharged. All the men underneath your command dishonorably discharged. Anyone you may have left on that field of battle, of our own ranks, they are die in disgrace because of your actions here.
Can we hear him through the door?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can I cough loudly, go, letter?
At this point in time, I'll take off my hat and I'll turn around to the spot and open the letter, not facing them.
Okay.
Entering the spider will take a position above the doorway so he can just skydive in onto.
You hear that? You're a clicking sound of a spider leg on a spider face. Sorry.
Okay,
It's
obviously
in
I'm not gonna read it aloud, but okay, I'm not reading it aloud.
Okay.
To the captain, I regret to inform you that your rank, title, information, as well as the underneath your command are being revoked. You and those in charge will receive their pensions early, as well as shipment of 1,000 gold.
100 gold. Don't try to Jew me.
Yep. Okay, well,
100 platinum
gold.
pieces each.
Yeah.
1,000 gold.
But this is not the way I want to be. Bank could be a loyal commander of my armies. You're opposed to by the vile hand of protect the distance of the empire. Loyal man. Suggest you would find that pay vile, but I am to offer a hand this trying time, and closes a contract for you to lend as many men as you can muster to fight alongside the mercenary group you have seen in contact with, whether or not you accept the contract from the group, as well as your prerogative. Even if this offer is optional, I'm extending my hand and beg of you as the emperor to take it. We are not in position to let fortunate circumstances drive talented officers away from our ranks. If you were to accept these terms, you and all who accept your call will receive an additional 100 gold pieces, and the records of the deceased members of your expedition will remain in honorable standing. Declared and read by myself, Emperor Alexander Carlos III. At this point in time, I will turn around and hand the letter to Mycia.
You see his eyes frantically go left to right as he's reading through this. And then he hands it to the Duke behind him and make me an insight check. With a 22, the Duke is smiling, but doing his damn. He's not smiling outwardly. He's fucking ecstatic at this turn of events, and he's doing his best to hide it. And he goes, well, I think I owed you some gold from the treasury, lad. So, you take this deal?
I see no other option.
You're a smart lad.
And I know there's yes.
Well, I think you have a speech to give and some men to speak to. So,
he's gonna need time to write this one, boys.
We gotta buy him time.
Yeah.
Buy this man some time.
You can, you know, if you're feeling a little pressed for time, the DM would let you just roll performance to see how many of the people you persuade. Or persuasion. Or, if you can come up with another fucking great speech on the fly, I'll give it to you.
On the fly? I don't know about on the fly. Is there any character development can go on? I can try again.
We've developed ourselves out today.
You're trying to kill shit
I mean-
today. I haven't been in combat in like 5 sessions.
Aaron just shakes a T-posing Martin violently. I killed your grandparent.
I mean, I could knock on the door and try and talk to Marner.
I am going to try to. Okay, I'm gonna try to offhand this in that case, because my persuasion is 2, so I want a bit more men than at 0.2% can get me. So.
And the spider will fall on top of.
Well, in that case, I'll nod to
Like
the Duke and say it was a pleasure, my lord. I will give a very curt nod to the CEO and give a steely look to.
He's a cunt.
To the stranger.
He looks at you and goes, "You're dismissed." He look at the stranger like locks eyes with you but says nothing. Your former CEO says, "You're dismissed."
Are we? Is the door open? Can we see in there now?
No.
Yep, I'll go for the fucking door.
Yep, now you can. He opens the door and comes out.
Spider jump. Spider call.
Can we still legally give you orders?
Do
No,
we
we can't.
see into the room? Do
I
see
want
the
to be in the fucking room?
stranger?
What was that?
Maybe we should you know what I mean?
What?
What?
Still a citizen of
Are
the
you?
Empire.
Are
I'm not
you?
going to-
Are you? I don't think you're okay. Are you trying to just shoot up this barracks? What? What are you? What are you suggesting?
What do you mean?
You just said he doesn't give you orders anymore. Should we bang? What the fuck does that mean?
At what point did I say bang?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You just said that, dude.
That's literally what you
said
just
that.
said.
he doesn't give you orders anymore, so should we like go bang bang? And I was like,
What point did I say bang?
Stranger?
What was
Mr.
that?
W?
Yeah, we look at this. We sussing this person out.
Yeah, you can. Shit. Sorry, I forgot to get this in there. You would have been given a gag order. You are like under legal obligation to not speak about the presence of the old ones to anyone.
can I at least talk to the men that were present at?
Yeah, like you can talk to them about it, but they are like under legal binding to not speak to anyone about it either. The Empire, they're trying to keep this under wraps, basically.
Did we hear that part?
Etrian did.
Oh.
Yeah, you're about to leave, and it goes, oh, by the way, here's a real quick legal paperwork. I need you to sign an initial here. But yeah, no, like that. Sorry, that was my mistake. I forgot I had to do
No,
that.
that's gonna be fine. Yeah. I'd imagine so anyway. I'm after being. To be fair, I kind of expected this as well, so it's fine.
It's fine. It's all good.
No, I mean, I was wondering how you're going to tie me to the group, if that makes sense, because in the end, I still have a very, like...
Yeah.
I was 70% chance not gonna go with them and stay and do my own thing and be given by orders by the Duke. So,
No, who the fuck is Mr. W? Do we see who he is?
Yeah,
God damn
we
it.
see him as he opens the door, and he's like looking at the door at you. And Aaron, roll an insight check.
I'm like, ooh, a thing Naz is good at, I think.
No, not
wow,
today.
sus.
You don't know that he keeps a neutral expression.
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me out.
This was specifically for Aaron.
Why? Oh. Dang.
Okay.
Alright, fellas.
I want to fight somebody.
I suppose I'm your co-worker now.
Welcome home.
Damn, dude. I really felt the military life. Spent a lot, fucking long ass time in here. It's gonna be weird, but in any
Etrian the
case,
spider goes around a corner, turns back in a regular Etrian.
I want to make sure that
more terrifying than the last.
Full size spider.
Wolf
but
spider.
even without the light of the Empire shining on our duties, we still have a.
Oh my god.
This is Warhammer 40k now? The Emperor will show us the way.
Okay, so yeah, obviously, but even in the shadow of the Empire, we still must do our duty to protect it. And I'll go up to the square, and then I'll nod for the guys if they could follow me. I'll try to see if I can find Copperfield, and I'll dress him as Copperfield and not as Lieutenant.
I'm just trying to act out what Aaron said.
And then Copperfield assemble their company on the square, if you may.
He gives you a look, but then he like goes about like getting all the lieutenants to get their sections, and they all assemble at parade rest at attention as you stand in front of them. Some of the guards are like watching.
Could you also give me like a feeling of, is 100 golden pieces good enough for any of these guys to basically live a happy life for like?
Oh yeah, and get them started. And it's also, there's a pension, not just a stipend. So like they'll receive a small, like a pittance basically to like live on. Like a homeless person could survive on the pension, but with the stipend, like they could, some of them they could definitely live out the rest of their lives if they played it smart.
Really? Because aren't meals like only a few copper each?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. Their life's a long time.
Listen.
So
if you walked into a Marine barracks and gave them like the equivalent of like what, $1,000,
I think it'd be more than that.
Like say $100,000. You give every Marine inside the barracks $100,000.
It'd be a shitload of cash. Well, also they'd be like, "Woo!" It'd be gone in a week with coke and strippers.
Exactly.
It got in the fucking day.
Yeah, hang on.
Alrighty.
Accurately and intelligently, like we already said.
Gotcha. Yikes.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
Herman's got suspended.
That would be about $31,110.
Where did you find an exact calculator? Because that still doesn't sound like enough.
So the way it goes off of is the price of gold in D&D is 50 gold pieces per pound, 4.166 gold pieces per ounce, US
okay.
dollars. It uses gold as a conversion, basically.
I guess, but
not
also
bad.
you can't. It's a dollar, whatever. Who cares? You're the boss.
Yeah. Okay.
Just bro.
I'm not even like trying to argue with you. I'm just.
It's
this is
just trying to
'cause I'm retarded.
contextualize it. But yeah, so
Oh,
like,
I'm just, no.
it's definitely a head start at the very least, and like, they'll probably like get jobs and shit, but it's a good head start, good nest, good Kickstarter money.
I still see shadow.
Okay, yeah, and if they're all assembled, first of all, I'm going to definitely do like with my arms behind my back. I'll walk in front of the companies, eyeing them down,
Okay.
and then I'll go to the center.
Give me a
Yo, where's
perception
Hype
check.
Squad? Where is Hype Squad? And we're all behind him, just squat up.
The
We just
15,
chilling.
you see one guy who's like, his feet aren't at quite the right angle. They're cocked inward, just like an extra like 10, 15 degrees more than they should be.
God damn. 15. That's a big ass fucking.
I will stop, look at him, and just stop and look at him, and then I expect him to,
He immediately fixes his shit.
and I'll continue on, and then if everything else is okay, I'll go to the center.
Okay.
Alright, so can save us. I know, the last hour, everything was okay, but as you may know, none of you were allowed out when I gave you leave. Just returned from the CEO's office, and you wouldn't believe, well, I didn't believe what just happened. All our jobs just ended right here, guys.
Hit him with the roller coaster of emotion.
All of you are on the discharged with a
Talk to
pension
him like
of 100
Jordan.
golden pieces, and you can all go back to your families and have a happy life. However,
So make me an insight check.
Opening up strong.
You're really.
Dollar discharge.
You're still processing this yourself. Like, you can't really tell what the fuck these guys are going through.
yeah.
Should have hit him with the I've got bad news and good news.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the like,
You've already had.
You're gonna tell them in the same order you were told.
basically, yeah. To be fair, I only want the most loyal ones anyway, so I'm joking. However, there's a second option on the table, and as all of you are proud, veterans of the Empire, you can all continue your duty under a different name, still doing the same Guardian's work of any person in this Empire, but unfortunately not in the light of it.
They kind of like roll me another insight check because they're still at parade rest. Like, you were just told they were discharged, but they're still at like parade rest.
Yeah.
They're like confused as all hell.
Damn, dude, if I have this video, I would have it much better. Anyway, okay, so obviously, you have all, you can join me. There's another caution. Well, you get another 100 golden pieces. I'm guessing you'll be happy about that. But not only that, you get to continue our important work. The old ones, unfortunately, are not what the Empire is prepared to deal with. The citizen on the street, your family, your children, your wives, cannot know that the old ones are still a threat to the Empire. That it's still present. That it's still not just a myth. Again, I cannot ask any of you to put your lives at risk more than you already have, and to deal with the things that we have dealt with. But if all of you have joined up for the glory and basically to protect the Empire as it is now, to protect all of our freedoms and all of the safeties and securities in our families, you can join me for the mercenary company. Again, we will be structured just the same way we are here, but yeah, that's actually a good idea. With the mercenary company, that's proudly with the that employs proudly these adventurers. As you may already know, they are pretty much the saviors of the Empire at this point. As much as we are, these guys are the gods that have saved us.
Did he
we
just
will be
call
making
them
our trip.
gods, bro? Uh-oh.
I mean, if we are heroes, then you guys have saved us tenfold over, and they will be your co-workers. I mean, can't get any cooler than that.
Okay.
Can I stop and was a persuasion check and then like?
Yeah. Here's what I say. You gave a good speech there.
I'm not going
For being
anywhere.
off the cuff and like being like not used to giving speech off the cuff, that was a really good speech, but not fantastic. So I want you to roll a persuasion check, at advantage, and add an extra 2.
Woo. Okay, so that's a persuasion check.
Hey.
Plus 2, that's 20.
Hey, pull up on a bitch, turn my.
You rolled a
swag.
19 plus 4.
You rolled a 21.
At advantage, Doc.
19 plus.
23.
Why are you
At
saying
advantage.
19? It's not disadvantage.
I
It's
am
advantage.
counting the dice roll.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so does that mean
That's the
advantage?
number I'm
I'll choose
seeing.
the white one or the left one?
No,
with advantage, you choose
use
the
the higher
higher.
number.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying that,
right.
like, what he rolled on the dice and not the fucking full number.
Just add another 2. He got a 23, and with a 23,
Why are you making it more complicated?
with a 23, you end your speech and like your men are no longer standing at. They're still actually never mind. They are still with the 23. They are still standing at attention, and the former Lieutenant Copperfield looks around and goes, "Permission to speak, sir."
Permission granted. Will we be able to still use like military ranks, but kind of adapted? I guess.
Yeah, definitely. You could like refer to it with. You
Yeah.
will hold no sway outside of your own group, but yes, you can keep the ranks.
Now I'll smack at him, Lieutenant Copperfield.
We followed
Permission
you
to-
this long,
yeah.
and we're all still kicking. I don't see any reason we shouldn't follow you longer. And like the rest of the unit, like even without waiting for permission, goes nuts. Like they're cheering at that.
I still see your shadow.
They go nuts. I still
See, they begin slowly Fortnite dancing.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him and I'll shake his hand. You don't know how happy that makes me feel, Copperfield. And then, anyway, it's important to note you are all under, NDA basically. You cannot mention the old ones to anyone at all. There will be consequences, and let me just say, quite severe. If you still want to be under the employee, remember, the standards are just the same, if not higher. You are all still granted 2 days leave. However, now you can get an extra day. And,
So
yeah,
3
I'll
days?
give you all
Alright, you-
details.
He's just making that decision for the group. We got places to be.
And then
I'm not
they can
aware.
take, they
At
can
this
take
time-
long
at
if
this
they want.
time,
they gotta go through
you hear a
paperwork,
voice,
they have to go-
Kennet, that you are unfamiliar with boom out behind you. And if you chuckle fucks like that enough, sign a contract with us. And you guys turn around, and most of you recognize the voice of Colero Blanco as he stands imposingly behind. It's like, it's not
Our
a
dear
full-blown
Lord
army, but it's
Savior,
damn near the same thing. We're here to help the Empire. That's that. Talk to one of our recruiters if you're interested.
Can they
Oh,
talk to us about this shite?
recruiters.
No, you're not the fucking recruiters, idiot.
I didn't whisper
I
that to
think they're pretty
Colero
fucking
Blanco.
good.
I'm
It
not
doesn't
an
matter.
idiot.
He heard it.
No, we didn't. Roll his perception.
We're pretty good recruiters. We kick some arse.
Get out of here.
No,
I'm not gonna
while
accept
I turned around to him now, I'm going to turn my head. And you heard that, boys?
He noticed.
One of these motherfuckers wants to, Oh, damn, I had a very good line in this.
Oh, don't call him a motherfucker. Don't call him a motherfucker.
No, I've
Okay,
already
okay.
rolled it.
Dude, that's a 5,009%. What the?
That is correct. He noticed.
It's just a god thing pretty brought up a while ago.
Okay.
Oh, you're
look
saying
at this,
Calera
boys.
Blanca was
I
God.
wanna-
Why are we-
Can I roll a perception on, like, what can I, or insight of what this unit is, so I can, like, you know, insult them basically and laugh at their pathetic, you know, request to rally my men, which I just asked to join.
If you remember, it was talked about in your thing that, like, hey, you're gonna be working with these guys, but if you want to just make your own mercenary group, that's fine. Or you can, like, sign a contract to be underneath these guys as well. And they'll probably pay you more money.
Right, okay, so cancel that whole fucking thing, because I didn't know, I thought there was, like, a completely different, mercenary group that just...
No, that is... Calero Blanco is the owner, CEO, and overall leader of Scarleaf Sundry.
Yeah, in that case, just cancel that whole thing, because I didn't say that. Just turn around and I'll need to think about it.
You heard that, motherfucker.
We're gonna have to travel with an army now.
Sounds like you'll
We have to buy another airship.
Oh, we're not carrying them on the airship. No.
Jor didn't even know he could get his own room, and now he has to share it. Like,
Yeah,
150
like,
other
I couldn't
people.
have a room either, boys. Where do
Standing
I even
room
sleep?
only on that damn airship when they're all...
Yeah, it's like
hammock up in a fucking crow's nest or
It's a
something.
complete fuck
We
you
could
to our
just buy-
crew.
Hey, no, that's
we could
fucking
just
much.
we could just buy another ship.
I don't know about you, but I ain't got
Give
no
me a
money.
second, I'll just get in toilet for 2 minutes. Oh, not 2 minutes, like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't have much money either.
Oh, I've already blew all mine, boys. Don't you worry.
Don't we still have
I'm
some
poor.
Scarleaf treasury?
Oh, we're not. No.
What do you mean no? That's exactly
not
what we
ripping
use
from
the
the
Scarleaf
arse.
treasury for.
Why not? We probably put most of it there. Well, not
Yeah, that's
me,
worth more than
Yahweh.
Yeah, it's worth buying expensive things such as airships to move armies. What are you talking?
I thought we were hiding.
What were you going to open up a restaurant chain? I'm sorry.
Wait, are we?
What-
I thought we were gonna like put this back out into the fucking open.
So do we,
You started that statement and then just kind of trailed off.
Nothing was set up.
Is that going anywhere, or...?
No.
My statement?
No, and more of your Sean's.
No, it's not. I just exist here and live and fight shit when you ask me to. He shrugs just realistically.
You have a poor opinion of yourself. Surely you could offer more to a group such as this than that.
Immortan mentally rolls down his list of proficiencies.
And I mean, if
Okay,
nothing
visibly
else,
see him
you
go
could
through-
at
or
least
go through
just
an
don't
imaginary
tell
list.
them that, otherwise they might try to replace you.
I've only ever been used for fighting, so
That is too bad.
Volleyball?
Yeah, you played volleyball. That was a good time. You did well.
At this point in time, obviously, after not saying anything to the recruit that just heard something, I'm going to turn to Edwin and Joa and all these guys. So, now that I'm basically a part of you, what's the plan?
Well,
we look
holy
at each other.
shitballs, am I glad
we
I'm...
look at each other confused.
You fuckers don't even know what you're
We're
doing
always
next?
you.
oh, nay, the fuck? No, you usually tell me what to do.
We've kind of, like,
it's
taken care
kind
of
of.
Out of character again. There was that dude, something phantom dude, that we had
Yeah,
to go
but
find.
We haven't been in the city long enough for me to do the
where he
investigation.
I mean, I don't think we've ever stopped in Aquilon.
Well, like, sir, we haven't really
Well,
There's
no,
nothing
we are going to
really
still
do
get
on the
information.
left. We don't have anything to really do at
Awesome.
the moment.
So,
Let's just get you
what
wrong.
you're telling me is that the other day, when a giant fucking pillar of darkness arced from Blandy all the way to the frozen northern wastes, you were just gonna kind of let that slide?
No, he was talking rhetorically. We were obviously going to. We're not complete retard.
Roll me a
know a guy in
deception
the
check.
We know a guy in the
Let me
north.
help him on that. Let me help him on that.
As Veteran says that, he just pulls a candle out of his bag.
Let me help him. Let
Just
me help him.
lighting incense in front of him.
What's your deception?
Not very good. He's
I
a
have
druid.
I have no charisma. So.
Yo, let me help him. Let me roll for him.
Say
I'll be his hype
something.
man.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
you give him the
be-
help
Yeah.
action, but you
Wait,
can't
I
roll
already-
for him.
GM initiative.
Yeah, no. I
Use your
already get-
GM initiative.
I
Use your
already
GM
have advantage. I already have advantage. You helping me just gives me more advantage.
Right, but I have a 10. I have a
Oh.
10. I'm good at lying.
Then you probably should have been the one to lie, not Etrian. Etrian rolled deception.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we're no,
Okay,
we're
11. That's not bad.
obviously we
It's
know
not
what
good
we're
enough either. He looks at you and goes,
doing.
Come on.
"You okay. Okay. Alright, so you guys.
Yeah, okay.
It
buddy
never
stop.
ceases to amaze me that I don't find you dead. Like, it's incredible. And,
I've been likened to a cockroach. Yes.
okay.
Why are you talking down?
Been like it to a cockroach.
Okay.
Nobody
Take
thinks
this.
that.
He hands you a scroll. Open it up inside that ship you fucking bought with all my money. And then get the fuck out of my sight. Oh wait,
That's not
hang on,
money.
I'll do you
Just
one
don't-
better. And he just
It's
hands it
not-
to you, and he just pops out of existence, disappears.
It's funny
Okay,
because
those are-
he knows we're literally the best he's got, and we
Does
never
he
do.
remind anybody else of who was that angry short one with his own realm or whatever? I forget what his name was.
Crypto?
He's just sad.
Grim Samarar?
Crypto?
Yeah, aye, that's him.
I thought you meant Steven.
Out of character.
Who's Steven?
Yes. In character, no.
It's Colero Blanco. I thought I made that decently obvious.
I don't get that one.
It's
White
white
collar.
collar.
Oh yeah, boss. We met an astral dreadnought.
Oh, I'm retarded.
He already
In what language?
He doesn't know how to express his
Spanish.
emotions besides yelling.
And like
Joseph,
shitty
you become
Spanish,
like-
yes.
Yeah.
Yo,
it's sort of like-
What is it? Colero Blanco? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Gate open. Can we
Oh my
leave?
Wait, is he just gonna ignore what I said?
Are we gonna get paid for fucking stopping an great old one incursion? I need some fucking money.
He looks at you and goes, "No, never mind. He's not even there. He left on
He
his
left,
page."
yeah.
I don't have to
really
come up
was
with a
hoping
dumbass as response to your dumbassery. I can just say he left because he did.
Why is it dumbass? I need money.
I really
we
hope
literally had a tournament just to give us a shitload of money.
And it's
I
also
wish-
and I need more money.
Brody, did he not hear me talk about the astral dreadnought?
Uh,
No, you mentioned that after we popped away.
Yeah,
Damn
moving
it.
on. Should have been quicker on the draw.
I really wanted to hear them to hear more about the weird things that we keep meeting.
Yeah, you don't ever like you know what? I'm gonna start making guys write me after action reports to send to him, just so like you can
Dude,
inform him in character of what the
You'd be
fuck you
so
guys have been doing.
fucking mad about what I do.
Yeah.
Just
Look, we have killed some shit, I think.
Is
He's
the
an
gate
old
open?
softy, He just doesn't want to admit it. It's fine.
So we should head north, right? To the
So,
where
Well,
the
I mean, we
giants
have
were?
a new letter to open in the boat. Were you not listening? And also,
No.
is the fucking gate open? Can we leave
notice
now?
it
or are we
signed
still
the thing?
Yeah,
blocking?
no, you guys are allowed to leave now. You've talked to the important NPCs, so now you're allowed to go to the next area.
Open up the scroll.
I thought we had to sign the scroll.
Sign.
Oh,
You're
I'm
supposed
not
to
signing
open it up
shite.
inside the boat.
Why the fuck would we sign a letter given to us
At,
a box?
at this point in
You
time,
already-
I just want to say scroll.
It's a scroll, not a letter.
Scroll. Could you elaborate? I am
boat.
part of you now at this point. Would
He
like to know
points at
what's
the
going on.
rolled piece of paper.
The
That's a scroll right there.
Make me everyone who's looking at it. Make me an Arcana check.
Yay! I can be useful.
I haven't turned off my candle.
JK. Yeah, but that doesn't affect the whole party.
It affects
I
you.
rolled
If you're
20.
lawful neutral, it affects you.
Hey! I'm lawful neutral.
Okay, slick.
Contract lawful, not lawful.
Yeah, and
of the
more
land
of
lawful.
This is
Yes.
a heavily modified spell scroll.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm excited to open it now. This is gonna be fun, I think.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I don't have any money still.
Back to the boat, open up the scroll.
Smart.
Can anyone
So
else
you guys
loan
step
me
on
some
the ship, and like the captain's there, and like he says in your mind, "How'd it go?"
You know what?
Like 1,000 gold.
Along the way, but now we I don't know, 100 and how many men did you have?
I had 150 at the start, lost 15, 7. I'd say I'm about 120, somewhere around there.
121 more strong Galisa. So
he like visibly recoils at that, goes, and you hear in your head, well, we are gonna need another boat. We cannot keep carrying these people around like that.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
True. Let's see it.
Just sling load them.
Let's see. Oh my God! Is the fucking scroll gonna be one of those like tiny? It's gonna be the tiny box room, and then you go inside, and it's bigger, and everyone can just fit inside the.
Okay, so before you keep going, as you open the scroll,
I open the scroll in the
on the
boat.
top you see the words engraved in the position where normally, like on a spell scroll, the title of the spell is engraved. You see the title is Calero Blanco's really big fucking boat.
Oh.
And as you open in the scroll,
No,
It's like
God.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
hallways around you seem to expand.
God, we got an air cruiser, dude. Oh, this is sick.
So
I love this fucking spell.
So from the outside looking in, the ship looks exactly the same. But below decks, you guys basically it's just like a massive. So like okay, so I'm trying to think of a way to describe this. From the outside, it looks like, say in modern terms, a destroyer size, right?
It's a big boat on the outside and a
You
bigger boat on the
guys
inside.
have on the interior the amount of crew space and cargo space like reserved for like a battleship.
Oh my God! I told you he's a big softy. He loves us. He can't hide his true feelings at all. So.
I'm gonna say, well, they say the private sector aren't always the best toys.
I have no fucking idea what you just said. It makes me uncomfortable.
He spoke words of wisdom to you, is what he did. Never work for the government. They will dick you over at every opportunity. This is the one true tenet of working for the government.
I did hear that. Also heard that from my parents, who both are in the military. They both said,
And you'd think they would know. Weird, huh?
Well, Captain Andreth, you can make.
So
Well,
do we,
not that there'll be enough space for my men.
Welcome to the Scalif.
A pleasure.
Right, so do you get drinks now to celebrate, or?
And we already do have drinks on the boat, but we could probably get some more.
And here's the other thing. There's one more thing you guys are probably forgetting. You have to begin preparing for what amounts to an Arctic expedition.
Oh, motherfucker.
Your warm clothes.
Let's just go buy some rings of warmth, or whatever
And like,
the fuck they're.
here's the other thing: if you were gonna like look for mercenaries, this would be the place.
What do we need mercenaries for?
Yeah.
To expand your
I know.
ranks. To replace
I need
the
more
fucking
town.
gunslingers that are dead or gone.
Yeah, but
Dead to you.
mass combat's lame.
I don't.
No, actually, genuinely, I
Very
like it. I
difficult.
quite enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty quick anyway.
I prefer small
That's
combat.
because it's a tactical decision game.
Yeah, I'm not good at RTSs. I'm an FPS kind of guy.
Well, don't worry. This is turn-based. It's not real time.
Exactly.
I'm not good. I'm better at. I'm not good at. I'm better at XCOM. Not fucking like.
This is exactly.
This is
XCOM.
exactly
No,
like
it's not.
XCOM.
There's other
No, it's
shit.
not. This is more like
There's
Steel
more than
Division.
4 fucking people in the field.
How much? What else we do?
I mean, you have to prepare for an expedition.
Yeah.
You have to. You have the option to buy stuff and prepare for a sort of, like to expand your ranks, swell them a little if you feel like it.
The bard has no idea what's going on, so he's just gonna be like an annoying reporter, just kind of asking questions to everyone.
I'd love the holding.
Can I also
Committed
ask
war
you
crimes.
on this? Because you're talking about an Arctic expedition. My character did not hear any of this. I did ask about the plan. So, does anybody is willing to fill me?
Oh
in?
no! He told you that like
You-
Calero Blanco
you
is speaking
there.
to all of you.
Hey, we're going to the North Pole.
Right.
You were at Blandy, clearly the spell that they cast
Wasn't got
caused some disturbance up there, so we have to investigate to ensure that it's...
But it's okay. We know a guy.
Do you?
Sounds
We do.
good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
well, I know a guy, and I heavy quotations, guy.
Oh, right.
That.
That.
I know this
forgot
dude.
about that. He's a cool dude though, honestly.
We all
Right,
wanted
you
to kill him,
guys,
but I was like, let me
keep
talk
some
to him.
supplies. I can sort any of extra men that we can possibly muster.
I have no idea what you just said.
If
That's-
you can guys, if you can sort the supplies, I'll sort the extra bunks.
The what?
Okay.
Sections, bunks, men.
We'll sort the ranks, I think. Is that what you said?
We do everything new. and
He basically is saying that we go grab the supplies and he'll go get more men.
Okie dokie.
He's gonna go touch men. Yes.
Well, I mean...
He'll get more forces. Alright, there you go. Okay.
We're getting
We're gonna end the
warmer.
session there.
August. I like it.
Good timing, Iowa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take.
So, where do we get this thingy you mentioned, Naz? This thing of thing? You know? Oh, they're only
Buy one,
1,000.
go buy one.
For a ring of
Are we
gold?
gonna be constantly doing mass combat?
Hell yeah, bro. There's only fucking. Oh, we gotta tune it though. But
Shh.
man,
I
we should
don't-
go get these rings of warmth, considering they're only 1,000 gold apiece.
How many do
Or you could just be like, I don't know, resistant to cold.